It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. It's someone say they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside. Singing to the world, the whole enemy lies. Time is running out. Singing to the world, the whole enemy lies. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? It's days like this, you swing and miss, while your mind's digging your own hole. Where are the heroes tonight? They've nowhere inside, and it's you against the world. Singing to the world, the whole enemy lies. Time is running out. Singing to the world, the whole enemy lies. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now?
Fucking
Take
guy.
Keeping it classy.
Chase, you have to be the least serious person in life, bro. What's wrong with you? There's no way you didn't hold it until he countered it off.
He's like, wait, hurry up.
There's zero chance that wasn't premeditated. You heard that man say going live and cracked open the McDonald's Sprite. I know how you is.
That he most definitely did. All right, hello and welcome. Today is going to be the 100 follower special, and it's going to feature a different DM tonight. Everybody give it up for Clutch, as he is going to be our featured DM of the night.
I was the least sincere shit I ever heard in my life, and I've known you my whole life. That's crazy. Be a little more excited. Like, if you don't fake it good. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. You know what? Your character's dying just for that. It's crazy how petty I am. Like Divine Smite, DM Spite. It's crazy how close those things sound, you know?
Hey,
Like,
Clutch.
damn, where did yeah.
Go look how good you look up on the stream right now.
Bro. Put that on, baby. How bad did you do me, bro?
Oh my god,
do I
you
look homeless?
amazing.
Hold on, wait, let me. Cause I'm not sure. Oh shit, I'm up here in the little DM joint. Look at that.
And for once, well, for the second time in a while, everybody's here.
Right?
Everybody, welcome back Anasha and Chase back to the stream, as they have
Hello.
finally come back
Believe it or not, they
to the
didn't
world
die.
of the living.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
living's
death
a
has been greatly
stretch.
exaggerated. That is also true.
Living is very much a stretch, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back.
Alrighty, so Clutch, do you want to do a little bit of backstory behind what you are running tonight?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. So this is actually a campaign that some of the players have been in, but just for a little bit of background knowledge. There's another campaign we run in the server. It's called Tacos. Essentially, you have a bunch of detectives trying to uncover a cult, trying to find these missing people. This campaign takes place in the same town a few years prior. They will be trying to solve a few puzzles, fight a few people, all in the name of finding a secret treasure underneath. Well, we'll find out where it is soon. But they'll be meeting some characters they may or may not have some attachment to. A few characters they hate. Character voice I know Anasha loves. And yeah, that is about it. I'm going to be pissing them off a lot. There will be a great deal of disappointment you'll see on their faces in a few moments. I wish Chase's camera was on. But in the meantime, let's get things rolling. Actually, both people I really want to see their reaction don't have their cameras on. You sons of bitches.
If you'll give me 2 seconds, I will see what I can do.
No, you're fine. You don't have to. It's just I'm about to piss you off, and I want to see the reaction. All right, so if you all would be so kind as to hit start, because I did actually prep a map for once in my life. It's crazy.
So you're gonna actually have to give me a minute.
You throw something at me and tell me now that we got a map? I didn't even have it set up.
My bad, gang. Yeah, there are maps. My fault. We got another person. Oh, it's Anasha again. Oh, he's trying to get it going.
My internet being wonderful and cutting out on me. Whoopsie.
Also, we can see your heartbreak.
It's a fat map.
It's a juicy map.
Oh my goodness, I gotta.
No diddy.
Yeah,
there are several maps that are my bad.
Phasmophobia at the top instead of Dungeons and
It does also say Phas.
I gotta go and edit the
We believe in you. Let me know when you're ready. But in the meantime, how's everybody's day going?
Beautiful.
Good. Oh, no, I was honestly hoping you said bad. I don't fuck with you like that. Oh.
I have to sit here and fix everything.
Don't worry, we believe in you, Deadeye. You could get it done in 5 seconds.
Already chaotic. It's good. That's what we're known for.
I'm doing live edits.
Oh, hey, Beth Beer. I see you in the chat.
What's shaking, bacon?
Seriously. No, you moved.
I always revert between that and happy birthday. It's usually when I'm whistling
Yeah.
or humming. It's very strange. I don't know why.
You know, that's a valid too, though.
I mean, true.
Was the first one the Adams Family?
Mm-hmm.
No, that was the Addams Family.
Yep.
Okay, that's right.
No, it was the family of Adams.
Yes.
I didn't even watch that much of it when I was young or anything. It's weird.
Oh God, that's just like the worst.
What's
That would be a
with
worst
you in
TV show
Goliath
than
Bartenders?
The Addams Family.
Clutch, if you would
Oh.
turn your attention to my camera real quick.
I would. Oh my God. Hi, Chrissy. Oh, look at the little jammies, little Christmas jammies.
Hmm.
All right. No, it's not that I love Goliath Bartenders. It's that you all love to hate this Goliath Bartender.
Oh, is this Lucky? Is this Lucky's
is
Fortune?
15. This is not Lucky's Fortune. This is a different tavern. However, that is very much Brutus. As remember, this takes place 15 years before the events of Tacos. Lucky's Fortune has only been standing for 10. Not the eyebrow.
I
No,
love
I
you,
can't take
Brutus.
y'all seriously. Yes, this will be a very familiar. Very familiar.
This
to you
will be
all.
100%
All right,
new because I
as
don't know about your
we-
tacos.
Well, yeah, you do. You've heard of most of these characters.
I have. I know one character in particular who has been tugging at my heartstrings, but
I'm so glad you turned your camera on, bro. I love my job. All right.
calm down. I know more about that character than you and Nasha at this point, but I ain't interested yet. Maybe, possibly.
Oh, who just did that? Okay.
You can't write this shit, bro.
I would just like to tell you that it is already officially canon. Thank you, goodbye.
It's 15 years before you. You know what I mean? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
All right, we got it. Now I just got.
Technically, it is only 5 years before the meeting of Sarah and Lucky.
Anasha, can you mute one of yours because both of them are talking and it's creating echo?
I did not know my computer was on. Thank you.
Welcome.
You good?
Wait, we're gonna pause for a second because my
Oh.
audio and my camera were both coming through my computer.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
bad now.
Sounds all right now.
Wait, turn the camera
Hang
back
on.
on.
Wait, the camera is on.
No. Give it a second.
You muted both
Hello?
of them.
Yeah, now
We
both
know.
of you.
So she's going to unmute her mic on the computer in a moment.
Oh.
Hello?
How's my audio?
Oh, it's
Very
perfect.
late.
It's actually coming
But
through.
it's there. It's coming through. It's just delayed.
So whatever issues my computer was having have disappeared.
Yes. It's just now it's like. Yeah,
Say,
you're
I
good.
must kill you.
You're
I must
lip
kill
syncing. That's what it looks like.
No,
You
yeah,
look-
it's
no,
like
look, no, I must
your
kill
lip desyncing actually.
you.
I mean, if my audio is slightly delayed, that's fine. The fact of the matter is the fact that I have
true.
sound, mic, and camera on one device.
That's true. Merry Christmas,
And
Happy
And I
New
do
Year.
not have to have 2 devices on my thing at once.
That's true.
So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to log into my other Discord. I'm still going to join on that one for just a few minutes so I don't miss anything on stream, but I'm going to
Yeah.
log into my other Discord so I'm not on my backup.
Yeah. Oh,
Poor Deadeye. Oh God, I'm more Deadeye. Please.
I was thinking that whole time. I'm like, isn't that going to throw Deadeye's whole camera situation off? Like, wouldn't it be more convenient for you to just stay here for a second? This is hilarious. All
Is
right.
it
Also, Deadeye, while we're making fun of you for people's names, you have their every other campaign names here. If we're
Yes,
gonna
I
make
know.
fun of them, I know. I'm just kidding. You're good.
Also,
can
you have
adjust
my
those
gay
on the fly.
character still around.
This is the funniest shit in life. Anasha, please turn on your camera.
Why?
If you think about it, right? The only reason we're having technical difficulties is because we fucked around and started on time. If we had just been late like always, this wouldn't have been an issue.
There it is. Nice.
I was waiting for it.
Oh man, I love DMing. It's great.
You asked and I delivered.
Anasha, did you log into your other account and then nothing work? Let me see if she's server muted. I didn't do it this time. She is not server muted or deafened.
Oh,
No,
it
I'm just
is.
not talking at the moment.
Got you. Still figuring life out. Aye, Captain. There she is.
And we're all
And there's no desync.
oh sweet.
Not true, but it's fine. Life will go on.
It's only slightly. You can barely tell.
Which that's going to be normal on any stream.
That's true.
Yep.
Not that big a deal. Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
Oh, okay. Yay, I'm getting moved so it doesn't look like I'm half. There's half of me.
Yes.
Yes, I'm having to sit here and figure out where everybody's tokens are now.
Oh, Zephyr, I wish I could be in control of moving them. It's all good. It's all good. This happens.
Oh damn! I just randomly threw a dice. It was an 18.
Arya's on 2 on mine when I'm looking at it. That's weird.
All right. Anyway, knowledge is power. I got Trick. I got Asher. I got Bayashi. I feel like I'm missing one of you. Malik, who does not have a little picture, which is fine.
I'm pretty sure I got one. Hold on. Wait, that's not me.
Malik is me.
A black ass thought it was Malik.
Who's Malik?
That'd be hilarious. I think it.
Yeah, I just realized that my name's spelled I clicked an R instead of a L.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, while he puts our cameras together, map
Cameras
won't
are
change for a
ready.
little bit anyway. Whatever it is you over there trying to figure out. In any event,
Now it's messed up.
maps rather, not cameras. So, no fucking way.
I was back. All right.
No
back.
fucking way.
As soon as he said cameras are ready, I was like,
It's okay. It's
Sorry.
okay.
Sorry, I was
Okay.
tonight having issues.
What's up, Anasha?
I
Oh my
reset
goodness.
have Discord themes.
Got you. All right. So,
and while I was putting in my information, it knocked out my audio. So I just had to leave and rejoin real quick.
Got you. Well,
Yeah,
now
I
there is
was
no
about to
desync,
say,
which is
so
nice.
we're gonna get more Deadeye Alive editing.
Yes, as he is kindly reminded we have a map. And I'm trying to find the map too. There we go. All right.
I'm trying to get it set up. It's just.
I'm having some technical difficulties.
Map.
All right.
Technical difficulties in the form of my laptop is dying.
Okay.
Wait, what?
My laptop was dying and I had to charge it.
Ah.
Anasha, are you in this campaign, girl?
No, it's being stupid. I'm trying to get set up.
Asher's Chase. Bayashi is Bruce,
Me.
Mr. Brewski. the guy who's not Malik, Malik, and then Trick. Yeah. So
I'm
Everyone's-
curious who Julius.
everyone stared at Anasha shamefully.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Exactly. For shame.
That
It-
was so perfectly timed.
I swear. You're about to see a Deadeye rage.
He just starts tweaking.
I'm in. I'm ready to go.
All right.
Oh boy.
Someone please remove this woman's soundboard privileges.
Keep going.
all right,
till
I'll
it's
stop. I
appropriate.
promise. No more. No more.
Keep on rolling, baby. No doubt. Mhm.
All right.
All right, and as we all wait patiently for Anasha to roll a character.
Whittle our fingers.
Mhm.
Oh, and now her audio is not working.
There's
Nasha, we
no
can't
fucking
hear you.
way. There's no way. This is not real life. This is not real life.
Not working.
Can't hear you.
Did it do it again?
Gonna be one of those days. Nope, can't hear you.
Right now, I muted and unmuted you. Oh nah, she's cooked.
Nope. We need a bleeper where it's like beep beep burp, burp, burp,
Fucking dial up.
right? She's on AOL.
Who just played the duck sound?
So the
I
duck
mean, who
walked
is
up
that?
to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, "Hey."
They have to
think it
make
worked.
you crack up sometime, Deadeye.
Oh, I just had to go play with my computer settings real quick.
Works.
Go! All right,
Hurry,
now
hurry.
play with the
Anyway,
character
I'm
creation.
in.
Let's go. All right, as
I'm
I
ready.
refresh
I've-
everything.
We're in.
Moving along.
All right, and if you grade on a curve, and you consider the fact that we never started on time, it wasn't that bad. Is it Deidre? DJ? I'll make you introduce yourselves anyway. He'll be all right. All right, is map up? Everybody ready? Can we get shit shaking?
Ready, ready.
Maps
I don't know.
not
I
up
have
just yet.
I have a direct TV ad. All right. So while he sets that up, in the name of not being here till 3 a.m, you all meet in a tavern because fuck you too, Chase. Yes, I wrote the tavern meetup after you asked for items. This is completely improv. I was like, you know what? He wants items. We're meeting in a tavern. Type shit. I've been doing this while
Is
Anasha's
she
rolled the
talking
character.
or she-
You ever since I answered that question one time, it's just been
It's a
like y'all
bit-
think
it
it's
is
y'all
a
think it's
bit.
like holy water to a ghost. It's
No, it's not. It's not that it's holy water to a ghost. It's just like it's stepping on a Lego. It's like it's inconvenient. You're going to forget it happened later, but in the moment, it's like fuck.
You're not
All
gonna forget that happen later when you're in agonizing, undying pain from stepping on a Lego.
You know, I'm still gonna forget you stepped on a Lego in like a couple hours, because life goes on.
Pain does sometimes still remains.
That's true. That's why I said a couple hours. Unless you like stepped on a Lego and it fucking like just fucked you up and like opened your foot up a little bit. But the average Lego I've stepped on anyway has kind of been like, a quick little hop on one foot joint and then go about the rest of my life. All right.
You
So
know how I insult my coworkers?
Your
I tell
camera
them that
has gone black.
I'm aware. I put the security thing real quick because I was sitting up. And my shirt is kind of loose, and I didn't want to flash anybody.
Yes, that's
Get
really
those,
bad.
get those followers however we can. Let's go.
But I tell my coworker specifically, this one that me and him get into roast battles all the time. I tell him that I hope his bed sheet pops off the corner.
Oh,
And
that's
every time he
crazy.
tries to fix it, another one pops up.
Yeah, that's evil.
That's rough. Yeah.
I hope your food sounds like World War II in the microwave and come out cold.
Pop, 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 pop.
No.
That's evil. That is so evil.
I hope your toothbrush falls in the toilet.
Oh damn. I was gonna say I hope your socks get wet, but you playing evil. That's crazy. Toothbrush in the toilet? That's diabolical work. I hope the next time you like out in public and it's been a couple hours on a hot summer day, it's at that moment you realize you forgot to put deodorant on. You're just walking around musty.
Dripping.
I hope you get drenched in rain.
Alright, I hope you round a corner. No. Ooh, almost fucked you up. Oh.
I hope we
Round a quarter and get hit by a bus. Is that what you say?
No. I was about to.
Are you?
I'm glad I caught that. Are we ready?
Yeah, I hope when you go to close your umbrella after a rainy day, that it all f- you in the face anyway.
It already did that. Kind of like
Yeah, it
yesterday.
happens.
Could be worse.
I hope you get a break in the sole of your shoe so that anytime you step in a puddle, that water just seeps right up into your shoe.
Crazy.
A lot of water.
I hope you get a rock stuck in your shoe. You take the shoe off. You turn the shoe upside down. Shake it. You see the rock fall out. You put your foot back in the shoe. Rock.
You guys are being evil towards each other again.
Yes. No, it's not that we're being evil to each other again. It's that we didn't stop in the first place.
Why would you stop? It's
All right. So with that,
that is diabolical.
I hope you just close your car door and you end up forgetting that you locked forgetting your keys and they're inside like a stinking car and you can't get them out.
I hope you're wearing a long coat or like a dress or something. You close the car door and half of it just sticking out, and you don't realize till you arrive at your destination that now the corner of your clothing item is just completely mangled.
Or somebody's driving the car and they drive off with the clothing still stuck in the car.
Ooh. All right. With that, you all meet in the tavern, right? It's fuck Chase. You all are in a tavern,
Fletcher, I
and
hope
I'm not sure. I hope I can finish this damn session tonight. All right, shut the fuck up. No, I'm kidding.
Worse than that. It's worse than the animal puns.
So much worse than the animal. Love you, Anasha. All right.
Barely.
Oh.
We're like animals, like animals, like animals go. Your face is the best comedy I've gotten. You lost in Anasha.
Oh, cricket.
I will be right back. I'm gonna turn off my camera audio for just a second. I have an incoming phone call and I need to take it.
Okay. Don't worry, she's perfectly fine.
Hope it's a scam, likely.
Wait, no, it's not. Clutch is where I'm at.
Contact you
I'm
with your
where
extended car warranty.
Nasha's at, and Jedi's
I didn't
where-
even hear when she unmuted herself and said.
Your face, Jedi. Your face.
That is like tweaking. He's like, bro, I'm never letting anyone guess DM again. Like,
No, it's the
That's
amount
like-
of times cameras are going off and on. And Because look what happens every time.
Oh, no,
somebody-
I'm watching the stream. I have it up. I'm witnessing. It's like playing musical cams.
4K.
Right.
It's like it's crazy if I just were to, you know what I mean? And now is and now all of a sudden Deadeye's the captain now, and now it's Anasha.
Oh, I'm curious what happened to this.
Okay.
He switched. Okay, in all seriousness, I'll put it back on.
Watch if
Fucking
I
Twitch
if
stream.
I take my camera off, it's probably gonna put.
The Twitch
Yeah,
stream
it's-
boogie woogie.
All right, Arya, turn yours on.
All right. Oh, wow. Dang.
Okay, that's weird as hell.
At least I'm
No, it
correct.
just doesn't. It wants to just kick me out of the a DM. It's just saying I can't DM. That's what it's saying. It's I don't have the privilege. Privilege.
Still didn't get it.
bound to get it eventually.
I mean, I can't blame you. You know, we haven't had any in a long time, but I believe in you.
I said
All right,
privilege.
so
Oh, everybody's head right over. All right. You still did. There's no L, or there's an L, but it's not the second letter of that word.
It's in there somewhere.
It is in there somewhere. Actually, I think
How
you
do
hold it.
you just
Find
like
all the
want
different ways.
to move
All
all
the
right,
your laptop and
so
end up
grab
pushing it instead?
this.
It will be a Christmas
Hey.
miracle if we end up playing D&D tonight.
Right?
Man, I'm saying.
So, guys, congratulations.
So remember when we said this was a one shot? Yeah, we'll be doing this the next 6 streams apparently, because we don't start till midnight in this motherfucker. I prepped like a 3-hour session. It sounds like that's gonna be 3 sessions. I hope you all brought the Red Bull. I guess we're here till 6.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I don't got anything until like Sunday afternoon.
I have some Sunday at noon and it's work. I don't want to go, but such is. Alright, so
I don't have
while
work yet.
Anasha's on the phone, again, in the name of expediency, I'm hoping she can hear me. Anasha, blink twice if you can hear me. Sight, your camera not on. You all are in a tavern. As you look around, it is more pristine than you guys are used to. The floors are clean, they're mopped, windows are all fixed together, and you guys kind of remember on the way in, as you guys are relatively new to this town, it's something up and coming. You realize on the way in that you kind of recognized over the thing the tavern was called, over the door, the tavern was called the Falling Hammer. As you go in,
The fallen or the fallen?
falling, like the action, like you trip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Now,
have
as
the
soon
map
as you
set
walked
up?
in the doors, as soon as you walked through the doors, the first thing you saw was this mountain of a man, a Goliath at the at the bar. He greeted each of you as you came in, some with the wave, some with the hello. You noticed that his voice did not match his body at all. While he was almost 8 feet tall, he spoke like this. It was very strange to you. But just looking at the pure size of the man, you decided not to make fun of his voice. You didn't think it would be a very safe idea. You all sat down, you ordered drinks, and as you look around, you notice so many other patrons are around. But with that, what are each of you doing as I refresh the page and add Menashe's character?
I'm trying to see the
Deidre?
map. I can't see the
On a
map anymore.
scale of 1
they
to
gotta
10,
re-click
how big
start.
are that
I got you.
Goliath's
Ah, there we go.
muscles?
Got it.
Arya, I promise you, like there is no shot in hell I don't immediately hit you with 80 d6 of lightning damage. Like the speed in which I will one shot you is diabolical. But like a 7. Just know if I get a DM from you, you gonna meet Victor way earlier than you were supposed to. I'm just saying, because you know he sent me the DMs. You know I had to read those in my own two balls.
Wait, Sylvain?
You know.
Yes, Sylvain. He was sending me something else about a different campaign we're in. But right above it were the messages from last night I went to great length to ignore because I forgot that those existed. So naturally, I open a DM and I'm like, oh, I respond to that one. Then I'm like, oh, what the fuck did he send me last night? And the first two messages I read already made me want to like just pour a bottle of bleach on my eyeballs. But for some reason, my brain didn't tell me to stop reading the shit. And the further I went, the more I was like, oh my god, you need to go to jail. You need prison. What's wrong with you? Why? The fact that you called him that more than once. That's none of my business. You Bible study. Oh, you need it.
Repent.
Yes. You're lucky I don't speak Latin. I'd exercise your ass.
All right.
With that, we're gonna start at the top. Actually, we're not gonna start at the top of the list. Top of the list is Trick, and I want to talk to her right now. Malik. Malik is dead. He's working. Bayashi, please introduce yourself and tell him if I'm pronouncing your name right.
Right, yeah, it's Bayashi, yeah, absolutely.
All
So,
right.
male wood elf, acolyte, shelter of the faithful. Checking this character out, just kind of made him, and yeah, I think my picture kind of says it. A little bit of a hallism from maybe Street Fighter going on, kind of, sorta, and
Well, like it.
yeah, still kind of a stealthy, not like an ugly hallism, but like a beautiful man like myself.
Okay.
In monk form, right? So. Yeah, and I'm trying the Cobalt thing from Critical Role. Still pretty new Dungeon Dragon, so we'll see how it goes.
All right.
And I'm reading up and seeing what I'm going to do. Yep.
All right. And as we work our way down to Asher Brightfoot, Mr. Characters with last names are respected. All
Yeah,
too. What you got?
Asher is just he's a fire genasi, and he stands at every bit of 5'10". He's got short hair that is made out of fire. His skin is a light terracotta red color. He probably sits drinking a some sort of beer or something. He wears small leather armor that's tight and fitted, but it does the job. But it's nothing too much, nothing too heavy. Fighter and a sorcerer.
All right. And with that, we are going to go to Trick because we have to. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Trick. Sometimes
A
people call me
crazy
Treat
name for yourself.
or Trick or Treat, whatever people prefer. I am quite literally. I'm at the bar, chilling, talking with the Patreons, trying to like chatting up with them. Really, since I've been here, I had a couple of round of good drinks and just enjoying the whimsical laugh, cheering, merriment that's going around me.
All right.
And arguably wondering who has the most money here, so I could probably try to steal from. But that's about it.
All right. And we will do. Deadeye, you ready? Everything cool?
So far, yes.
All right, then please introduce yourself, sir.
My character's name is Malik. He is a shoot, what is he again?
I love the job.
He is a Kenku.
Hey, you love them things, man.
Oh no, not him.
All right. With that, Miss Deidre still on the phone. I do not believe she left any comments what her notes looked like or what her character looked like. Otherwise, I'd introduce her for her. So we'll let her do it in a minute. In the meantime, while you guys are all here, you're eating, you are all suddenly reminded of what brought you here. You didn't just stumble into a tavern. You all distinctly remember getting notes, a promise of fortune if you were willing to do something morally ambiguous. yet you all showed up. So, with that, you guys do notice a Dragonborn. He's holding the broom. He's just sweeping the floors, and you notice he keeps kind of looking at each one of you. As if you would all be so kind as to roll me insight.
19.
Okay.
15.
18.
And
Bayashi, what is your passive perception?
Where am I looking at here?
The far left side of your screen.
Yeah, I see it,
Who
I
is
see it.
just
It's,
dragging my
16.
Dragonborn around?
16.
16. Okay, yeah, for sure.
Mine says, I believe passive is 17. I don't know. Yeah, it
That's
is.
fine. He was the only person close enough.
Okay.
To make it make sense. So, with that, all of you actually beat the. Actually, Malik hasn't rolled yet. Or if he did, he's keeping it a secret. Oh, Malik. Oh, that's you need insight.
oh,
Merry
insight.
Christmas. Yeah. One of you roll perception because you're by a window. By the relevant window. Damn. Is that a nat?
That is a nat.
That is a nat. Damn. Okay, I did not expect one this
First
early.
roll of the night.
First
Bet I
roll of
got
the night,
the,
second roll of the
mid-
night. But yeah, you know. No, I'm kidding. So with that, all of you notice that the Dragonborn who's sweeping, he's been sweeping the same spot for like 5 minutes. This has to be the cleanest spot in the whole fucking tavern. He's been sitting there swinging the same broom back and forth. He's like going to other areas, but he keeps doubling back. And he's not even looking at the floor while he sweeps. He's clearly looking for something, someone. Something's about to happen. He doesn't look nervous by any means. He doesn't look like he's up to anything. And Malik, as you look at him, you realize that he is looking for something. And you are the only person that you've noticed he has locked eyes with on numerous occasions. Not in any sort of hostility by any means. He locks eyes with you as if he's waiting for you. And that he
Erotically?
understands that you are also waiting for him.
Just checking. Figured I'd ask.
No, however, the barkeep has been eyeing you, Bayashi, and yes, erotically. Oh, fucking love Brutus, man. Just throw him everywhere. See me throwing it everywhere. All right. So with that, and I have something in my eye, so I will be DMing with blindsight tonight. Apparently, you all are free to do whatever you want to. Actually, you have all the information I do. Oh, Bayashi, perception check. You notice that there is a green dude in the hood outside. You're not sure what it is he's doing, but he kind of peeked through the window for a moment. And yep, the window right behind you.
Okay.
He's peeked through the window for a moment, and he kind of disappeared. He did go this way. You assume he's going around to the entrance.
Okay.
But he has kind of like, he saw you see him. With that, what are you all up to?
And
With
then
my-
I'm sorry, the entrance, just to be clear, is this kind of middle spot to the right-ish kind of on the map, right?
Right here.
Double checking, yeah. Go ahead.
With my 15, the insight, did I pick up that the Dragonborn was looking for anything?
You got everything except for the fact that he was locking eyes with Malik and you guys too repeatedly, as if he were waiting on you guys looking for specific people. But you realize that he's shady as fuck and he's looking for something. You just don't realize it's people. Because he's
Okay.
waiting. Yeah.
Can I whistle loudly and then look at him and give him a nod.
Can you whistle?
Yeah.
I need to know. Like, I want to know what kind of whistle you're doing. Are you like catcall whistling the man? Like, hit me.
No, not cat call.
Yeah, that's
like farmer whistle.
Which is.
Like when you put your fingers together and you
okay.
put it.
Yeah. Oh, you're just a menace. Okay. And he looks at you, and he sets his broom to the side and leans up against the wall. The first thing you notice, what's your passive?
My passive?
Perception. I should actually, let me just pull your sheets up so I don't have to keep doing
13.
this. All right. Yeah, it wouldn't be that weird to hide. Oh, so as he puts the broom against it, you hear and see that the broom doesn't like bounce when it hits the wall. Like it hits the wall and it almost stays there. And the sound it makes is a lot more dense, as if the broom is heavier than the regular like pines that most brooms are made of. Like it's also a whacking stick.
Mm.
And he looks at you and goes, "Please, quiet down. We're trying to run an establishment here. What can I do for you?"
Do I have anything physical that I was given?
Yes, you were given a note.
Okay. Was there like a name left behind, or like a word or a code or a
Directions here and the name of the falling hammer.
Okay. I just pull the note card out of my. I guess like I don't have a jacket on, but like I guess out of my pocket or whatever, and then I like tap it on the table a couple times and I slide it over to him.
And as he peeks at it, he looks at you and then looks at it, and he kind of just gives you a nod of understanding, and then he looks around to see who else is here and to see if I've stalled long enough for Nasha to get her life together. I have not. As that is okay, because Malik, right as you see this going on with your passive perception and that fantastic roll you had a moment ago, you realize that, firstly, this Earth Genasi is here for the same reason you are. As
Fire
Genasi. Did I just say Earth like a dumbass? I did.
Yeah.
Ignore that. Fire Genasi is here for the same reasons you are. And as he slides the note over, you can only assume it's a similar ledger to what you have on your person. Bayashi, you can kind of assume the same due to your closer proximity. But right as you go to approach Malik, this green asshole basically kicks the door in. He shoves the door with a lot more force than is necessary, and it smacks up against the wall. And he looks around, and he kind of like he has his chest puffed out like a dick. The first thing you notice as he gets closer to you is he's young. Can't be older than 19. Which is perfectly legal to be in a tavern in this area. But he's at the start of his life. And he's looking around, and he looks like just full of himself. He's looking around, he sees you, and he kind of he doesn't even nod. He just kind of makes eye contact and then looks past you. He sees the barkeep, and the barkeep does the same thing and waves. He does not wave back. And he looks around, and he walks up to you because Deidre's not here. It's hilariously unfortunate. But he walks up to you, and Deidre's back! Oh, fantastic timing. I get to get this guy murdered. All right. As he walks up to Deidre, will you please introduce yourself? She stares at me blankly as if she's never played D&D before.
Blinkingly.
Okay, and then she remembers she does not have audio. Hello. I can read lips. I can't hear you.
Makes the game even more interesting.
It does. So actually, Deidre is mute. She will be using sign language for the rest of the campaign. Deidre is also sick of my shit, as you can see.
She has a fan growing out of her head, looks like.
She does have a fan going out of her head. One might even say she's an airhead. Yeah.
Special abilities engaged.
Wow.
Hey, sign language. I recognize that one. Sign language.
All right, mic check.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. I had to go play with
Bro,
my son
Bruce,
again.
you're funny as hell.
Anyway, you went robotic. Repeat what you said to me.
I'm
So,
number one.
this green guy, he walks in, he looks young, he's got his chest puffed out. The same thing. The barkeep, he waves at him, and you notice he does not wave back. As please roll me an insight.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
No, have Chrissy roll it.
No, she tried to eat. The
Oh,
dice.
hold on. Don't do that. Nasha, I don't think it might like you very much, gang. He don't really be fucking with you like that.
That's what he said.
Do 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 do.
Do, 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 do,
Theme's crazy.
do, do, do.
All right, so with that,
Yes, the silence is loud.
maybe perchance is she back?
Mic check.
Oh, it is there. It's just gapped. Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm pulling up my character sheet on my phone for convenience.
Yeah, I know it's delayed.
Say something.
It's
She said she
basically
put
audio ish.
her.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like
I tried to like mute and unmute her to see if that would help with the desync. It did not.
I think it's gonna be more of like network issues.
I can't hear you that
But I
you're
can't hear
talking.
you at all, gang.
Yeah, it's because I went.
Nope, that didn't help.
That's because I went
Nope.
to push talk so that way I could talk to chat at the same time.
Ah, smart man.
That way I'm not interrupting when I'm sitting there like doing like answering things as we go, and also so
Oh, what'd you say, Nasha? 21.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Oh, and your audio is not as delayed. That's fire. All right. So, on a 21-21, he walks up to you and you can already tell like this guy's an asshole. However, he's well groomed and he actually, you can smell he like wore cologne today. He put forth an effort. If he is going to be an asshole, he's going to be so on a professional level, which, depending on your character and her persuasions, may piss her off even more. But he walks up to you, and the first thing he says is, "Woo! Well, I hope you're here for the same reason I am. Did you get one of these?" And he pulls out a familiar piece of paper to you, and it roughly says the same things yours did. Directions to get here, the falling hammer, and then to just, it says have a seat at the bottom. As Anasha is a cosmetologist first and a player second.
gotta look good for
I
the
gotta be
stream.
presentable, man.
That's true. No amount of makeup is gonna fix that though. Let's go.
It's only a 3-hour set.
Oh,
I have to come back.
hey, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. He gets this.
Anasha.
Whoa!
No, Investor, we know. It's just craziness, crazy antics right now.
Jump scare warning. Alright. Fucking idiot.
You get no
Alright.
warnings. That's the point of the jump scare.
What is your character up to? What she look like? What's she doing? And how does she respond to this green guy? Whiskey Skanky, as you
My
recognize, on
character's
21.
name is Theadra. She is a lunar elf.
Mhm.
Which I'm so excited to get to try out. She's a wizard because I had to pull in an existing character because mine didn't save. So of course I went with something that I knew so I could roll it up quickly.
Right.
She has dark hair. She has black hair. I just chose a random character icon so it wouldn't be just a shadow for the maps, but she has black hair. She has fairly tan skin, purple eyes, and she keeps her hair it's kind of long, but she keeps the two front pieces kind of braided down into like sort of a crown looking thing that falls into
Huh?
like a half up, half down ponytail.
And
And with that, how does she respond?
remind me
She's
to
gonna
send all of you the background for you guys.
Oh, that's fire. Yeah.
She's gonna tilt her head, look at him, just not really say anything, just gonna kind of stare him, look him up and down. Making it
Vesper-
obvious that she's judging
Vesper
him.
says kind of like Katara's hair from Avatar.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah,
too, yeah.
but instead of the twist, it's braids.
I was thinking the old girl from what is that, Lord of the Rings type shit. I never watched it. But anyway, he looks at you, and upon seeing that you don't respond, he's gonna go. I don't know. He's gonna look at Malik and go, "Is she deaf, blind? Do you know her?"
Touch, would my character hear that?
From where you are, yes, he is not speaking quietly at all.
All right. Upon that note, Trick, who's like, just like, wonderful time with his patrons, and then just casually walk over and says, "Excuse me, good sir. I can't help overhearing because you're ridiculously loud. Can you mind just leaving this fair man alone? Obviously, at least from what I'm seeing, doesn't want to talk to you."
I already stopped talking to her. I was talking to this guy now, and then you walked over. Anyway, I came here to get paid, as he shows you the paper now. Does anybody know I'm looking for? As it's at that point, the Dragonborn kind of stands up, and with you all kind of together, he snatches the paper out of his hand and goes, "Lower your voice." And the Yankee responds, "Whoa, I didn't mean to piss anybody off, man. Calm down, big fella. You invited me here, I'm assuming." And it's at that point, he kind of just waves you over. And he looks at Malik again and kind of locks eyes with him, and he nods his head backwards. So I kind of silently asking you all to follow. And then as he walks past Asher, he waves him over as well. And then he looks over at Bayashi and goes, "You too, I'm assuming."
I have my feet
And
up on the table. I'll go walk over that way.
he walks behind the bar. And then
I know that voice.
as he walks
Out of
by,
character, I know that voice.
as he walks by, the Goliath goes, "Whoa!" Oh shit, wrong voice. "Whoa! Look at that, Julius. I've never seen you to bring all these people back there. Plan on getting lucky, huh?" And the Dragonborn, of course, goes, "Shut up," and walks past him and guides all of you to the basement. As I'm just gonna, we're not gonna spend much time down here, so I had to make a map for it. So, as you guys go down, he opens the door. He guides you all down there, and you can still hear the hustle and bustle. You can hear Brutus, or the Goliath rather. You guys never got his name. You guys can hear the Goliath kind of making conversation with people, cracking egregious jokes. They're horrible, like not like inappropriate or anything. They're just not funny. You hear people ordering drinks. A few of them are extremely intoxicated, and you can hear a few of them wondering what the fuck was wrong with that Githyanki. And then as soon as he goes in, he closes the door behind him, and the room is silent for a moment. But then you can hear these muffled whispers from above. And he kind of whispers to himself like, I've got to get the hang of that. And Yankee at that point goes, it did get kind of quiet down here all of a sudden. What's that door made of? Special wood, he goes. And he introduces himself. My name is Julius. And I've brought you all here for one reason. We are going... I want so badly to say the Declaration of Independence, and I've like told myself a million times I'm not going to.
I would just like to say that I heard nothing beyond we're going downstairs.
Okay, so you're going downstairs, right? And he opens the door. He leads you all down to his basement. And then as soon as he does, he's the last person to enter. He closes the door behind him, and for a moment there is complete silence. And as a few seconds go by, you can now hear kind of muffled noises from above, and he kind of comments to himself. He has to get the hang of that. Or if Yankee asks what the door is made of, he responds and says, special wood. He's got very vague about it, and he introduces himself as Julius. With that, I brought you all here today for one reason. We are going to steal from the library on the hill.
We're
Now-
going to steal the moon.
That too. You guys have been in town long enough to have heard the economical differences between the valley, which is where you all are now, and the hill, where all the richer folk are. Now, you do, of course, naturally have questions on why, of all the places to rob, he chose a library. But as you look around, is anyone's passive perception below a 12? No? Magnificent. So, as you all look around, you see that there are maps everywhere. Maps of the city, maps of this very tavern. There are maps of the individual sections of the city, and then there's one zoomed out. Now, on the one zoomed out, I am going to need a perception roll from everybody. It is 10-4. We got to keep things moving a little bit. Okay, 223s. That's impressive.
Oh god,
Damn.
damn. I got it. No,
All right, 26,
Four-
23, 19,
14.
and 14. All right, so
19.
so 15 and up. You guys are going to see there's a map in the far back corner. It's kind of dark. It is a map of the entire city. It is zoomed out, so to speak. And with that, there is a forest
not
just
able to
outside
fix
the
it.
walls of the city, and it is circled, and there are a bunch of question marks inside it. And there are words written on it. Anyone who rolled above a 20 at this point would now realize that those words say escape with a few question marks, fortress, and then haunted with an exclamation point. With that, he goes into the plan unless anyone wants to say anything, has any questions up until this point.
What is it that we're planning on stealing? I'm confused as to why a library is where we'd want to steal from.
And it's at that point, yeah, I'm with this guy. I feel like if we're gonna be stealing something, we want something valuable. The fuck do we need to steal books for?
What you
And at
guys?
that point,
Do you understand
What you guys
that books
talking
can
about?
have various types of knowledge?
Knowledge.
Even a professional and aspiring rogue such as myself would know if we're stealing from such a literally a very powerful and obviously very locked up place. This is where we're going to steal, assuming it's like a book or a rare artifact. It's going to be something that may or may not have consequences of epic proportions. Maybe something like fireball.
I mean, I'm hearing you, but it's a library. The books are free. Why would we be stealing from a place where they let you borrow the shit for free? Just bring it back.
If you hadn't known, we're most likely going, if I had to guess, this is from my time. Actually, I've been to like libraries before. Maybe not something of this magnitude, but I stole a book, like a small book or something like that. We're going into like, I would propose like a hidden selection that not everyone can see.
And it's at that point, Julius interrupts, and you're not stealing a book this time. You all are actually going into the basement. Now, as you can see, as he kind of stands and spins in a circle, I like to be very well informed on everything. I have been researching this for about a year now. This is a heist I've been planning for a very long time, and I still don't know what exactly we're stealing. Which is why you all are here, to find that out. Somewhere in the catacombs beneath the basement was built on a very old crypt. Founded, more than likely, by very old gods. 12-hour sales shift has my voice shot, excuse me. So, you are going to go in, and I promise you will know it when you see it. There will be something different, something almost eerie about whatever you find. Bring it back, I will sell it, and all of us will be very rich. But beforehand, and he hands you all pouches. A little bit of a down payment to make sure you come back. And inside each of these is 150 gold pieces, which you can all add to your inventories now. And feel free to go around, grab anything you need for your escapades you plan on having, but bring it back as soon as possible. And with that, you see him pull a little orb out of his pocket, and he holds it up to his ear. And like as soon as he does, he makes a face of panic, and he says, "I'll be right there." And he goes up the stairs. He leaves the door open, and you guys can hear the bustling of the tavern again a little more clearly. And he runs. You can hear, because he's heavier, up the other flight of stairs. And beyond that, you can't hear anything. But with that, what are you all up to? Please feel free to discourse, introduce yourselves to each other, unless you don't like each other.
So we're supposed to take this money and just spend it on whatever we need to do this? It seems he just said that he was very meticulous about planning, but this seems very, very flying by the seat of our pants.
Maybe,
You know it.
but that's a good chunk of change he just handed us. So
I'm not gonna say no to money, but I mean, shit.
While everyone else is wondering, I'm just over there. I'm just like, I would like to see if there's any like extra paper so I can just write down like maybe a map of the tower or his whatever notes around that he has, so we can use them if we
From
enter.
perception.
All right. I have a +7. Can I please? That is a 16.
16. You notice there is a large map on the table. Now, you don't recognize what this building is by any means, but it is.
can I
as
go
like a
ahead
foyer.
and have you to roll a extra d4 with that? As I'm casting guidance on you.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I'll even do this for you. 16 beat the DC. I'm going to have you roll intelligence now and add the d4 to that.
Oh, thank you. Well,
See
I
if you
rolled
recognize
the
the building.
D4.
You beat the DC for
let's-
perception.
Intelligence. What do I have?
Intelligence or
30.
history, whatever's better for you.
That would have been a 16 and 19 if I add
19.
D4.
So, you don't necessarily recognize the building, but because of your background, you do recognize that the building is more than likely some sort of library. based on the layout of some of the shelving inside, foyer, the smaller side rooms. Your first assumption is that it's some sort of office space, maybe some sort of workplace, and then you realize you're stealing from a library. And in the southeast corner of said map, there is a room, and it is circled frantically. You assume that room is either the entrance or just the room that you will be stealing, whatever the hell it is you're stealing from. But it's got to be the entrance to the basement, as he mentioned earlier. And right as you guys are thinking that and kind of discussing amongst yourselves, the Yankee introduces himself. Hi, nice to meet you guys. I'm Jadare.
Oh,
I
Jesus
didn't
Christ.
expect.
I knew it was that motherfucker.
I didn't expect there to be this many people, and I don't like splitting paychecks. I will, but please, respectfully, stay out of my way. I should have this handled.
Stay out of your way. Maybe you should stay out of our way. You look like you're nothing but trouble. And if you are trouble, I'll happily get rid of it.
I am going to walk up to him and I am going to do vampiric
And
touch against him.
before you do, right as Trick says that to him, you know, for somebody who claims to have stolen books before, you aren't very well spoken, are you? Stay out of our way, get rid of the trouble. That has to be the cornish, and right as he's kind of, you know, ranting off to you, roll the hit.
That is a 14.
14. Now, my boy does have a character sheet, and I do not have it pulled up because I am not good at my job. I don't believe it hits. But roll with advantage because you are flanking him. He does not see this coming.
That is a natural
shit,
20.
that hits. Damn. All right, and as he's
That is 50
damn.
points of damage.
Yo. All right. We have to be sent out to the universe. This man might die. All right, as he takes 15 points of damage, he immediately is dropped to his knees, and he stands back up, and he looks over and he sees that you are the one who just attacked him. But he's coughing. He's coughing up blood. And what's you? As he looks at you and he kind of fixes his posture a little bit, and he tries to stand tall to you. What do you say back?
I'm sorry, I caught you. You froze for a bit. What did happen?
So he's dropped to his knees. He coughs up a little bit of blood, but he stands back up. He tries to fix his posture, and then he asks, whatever the fuck that I named his character, Malik. What the hell is wrong with you?
If you can't stand that, how would you be able to stand anybody else? That's a simple spell that touched you.
Simple spell. Some magical bullshit is what that was. Trying to kill
Magic
him.
is one of my blades.
As I'm also gonna tap him again using healing word.
All right.
And heal him for 15.
And as you do, you see him recover a little bit. As you saw him, you saw like his breath begin to kind of recover before you would cast your spell, but now that you have, he seems to be back on his feet and healthy. And
now this little bird feller ain't talked all night, but after seeing him do that, I think it'd be in our best interest to work together as a team on this. So perhaps it's best you step in line instead of telling us to get out the way.
Alright, but if anybody else hits me with some magical bullshit, we gonna have a fucking problem. As he kind of like twists his shoulder and stretches.
Don't plan
And he
on
starts
it.
to go up. He starts to go up the stairs, and right at that moment, Julius rounds the corner. Sorry about that. And he comes back down, and Jadari, he doesn't seem to want to move at first, but then he remembers this is the guy cutting his check. So he turns around, he comes back down the stairs as well, and he sees you guys kind of gather around the table. And he goes, I see you found it. This is the map of the library you'll be breaking into. Now, the front entrance is here. Now, you can choose to go in. It is midday. There will likely be employees there, or you can wait till nightfall. But I don't suspect. You roll all threes on that fucking healing word? That's crazy.
Yes, I
I
did.
just saw the total. I didn't see you rolled 5. Fucking rolled 4 threes. And a +3. That's crazy. Alright. So I got weighted beyond dice. he goes and he's like, no, the main entrance is here. However, I'm sure a crafty lot like you all can find alternative means of entry. If not, you'll have to go all the way down to the southeast corner here, as he points to the place he's frantically circled. This is the only place that makes any sort of sense for a point of entry. Now, the assignment is to steal whatever main artifact is there, whatever's holding the place together, so to speak. But anything else you steal that I can fence, I will of course cut you in on. The more you get, the more we make, the happier we all are. And you notice as he's come back down that, firstly, you guys have been down here long enough that you realize the room is cold. You're beginning to be able to see your own breath. It's very chilly down here. But secondly, and more importantly, he looks different. Before there was almost like a wonder in his eyes, as is anyone's passive insight below a 13.
Oh wait, passive insight.
Yes.
Mine is 13.
Yours
Mine
is
is
13.
mine is 10.
All right, so
Mine is
everybody
16.
but Asher
Mine is 16.
is in on this one.
17.
So, you guys see that now there is a look of concern on his face. He does not seem to, maybe not lack of confidence in the mission, but like whatever he just ran to go do has thrown him off a little bit. Before he spoke with a bravado and a confidence in his plan before, and now he seems to be stuttering over his words, if only a little bit. He's doing a relatively decent job of hiding it, but you can tell that whatever he has going on, he is not very excited for what's to come.
I just go, so I'm sorry, what exactly are we looking for, did you say?
And that therein lies the problem. No one's made it into the basement and then back out. So we're not totally sure what the artifact looks like. We just know that whatever it is something of great value to whoever lives there. And hopefully of great value to anyone else. But I'm almost certain that you will know it when you see it.
Alright.
But-
Clutch, did you say that we found the artifact beforehand? Or are you just now
Sure.
just telling us that we...
Bruce, you've been trying to talk, you're muted.
Sure. Yeah, we just tried to talk once. How many people have tried to go on this quest before us?
That I've sent on just one group of 3. They were meant to be scouts for the mission ahead. However, there's been rumors that they were not the first group to try. I can't speak for them and how prepared they were. However, the scouts I sent ahead were not as put together as you lot. As he kind of looks at the Githyanki's introduced himself as Jadare, and he kind of just gives him a look, and he shrugs it off. And then he goes, but with that, I'll leave you all to it. I'm going to say, feel free to use that down payment as the means to prepare, or feel free to run away. But know that if you do, I'm sure that between myself and the rest of your party, you will be found. And then he leaves you all to it. He takes a seat. He begins studying some of his maps, almost as if he's waiting on you to leave.
All right then.
Quite catch that.
Sorry?
He gave us how much to start with?
150 gold
Each or total?
each.
Okay.
All right then. I guess it's time to get to work.
Did not expect that. All right. And are you guys all leaving the room?
Yeah.
Or would you like to inspect any other maps further, or
Yeah, I'm
ask
looking
any more
around.
questions of your
going
Dragonborn?
to-
I'm
think
gonna check out the other maps and see if I can get any more information from them. See if I can tell if any of them are magical in nature.
Roll me Arcana, unless you are seeing if any are magical by any other means.
Can I give her the help action so she has advantage? Because I would also be trying to look at the maps.
Of course.
Well, I'll use an Arcana check because I did not take Detect Magic as a spell for this one.
I did.
Her audio cut, but I can read lips, so I guess she said 17 and a bunch of bullshit after that didn't matter.
17. I rolled a 7, but I have a plus 10 to Arcana.
Damn, girl.
Did you roll with advantage?
Mastery.
Did you roll with advantage? Arya asked.
I did not.
So I'll say a 7 with advantage is wild work.
Well, we'll stick with the 17 because I just rolled a 1 on that one.
Wow. 7 with advantage is wild work. So, with that, your Arcana, as well as it is, does not get any hints of magic off of any of the maps. But as you look at them, roll me a history as well. And then, Arya, are you just sticking with your help action, or are you doing anything independently?
I'm gonna be looking using my naked eyes as a rogue. I'm looking for like any places where there could be like certain trying to see what might possibly be traps or from looks of maps or might be hidden hideaways, anything of that measure potentially on these maps.
16.
Are you 16? Now, just for clarity's sake, are you looking for things on the maps that may seclude to like hidden things in the area that the maps are of, or are you looking for
Yes,
anything
that
hidden behind the
exactly.
maps? So you're
First
looking
one.
for anything that, okay. So go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll perception. I'll keep it simple. It's a one shot. And then while they do that, I heard 16, but then Bruise, Bayashi, Asher, and Malik. What are you guys doing?
I'm probably just working my way out of the basement. And if I clock that people like aren't leaving as a group, then I'm gonna just like stick around near the bottom of the steps and wait for people to sort of gather up.
And as you do that, Jadare leans against the wall, like opposite the stairs. And he just kind of like twists and flips his dagger around. And 16 on your perception, I had you roll, right? Nasha? See if you found any of the maps. So, with yours, you see that a lot of the maps you don't necessarily recognize.
What the hell?
I didn't even hear whatever happened. But you don't necessarily recognize any of the buildings. You do, however, recognize that a lot of the maps, other than the one of the library, are extremely detailed. They almost appear to be, instead of hand drawn like the one he has of the library, they almost appear to be like the blueprints the architects used, or copies of them somehow acquired. There are like little annotations is the word I'm looking for things he suspects to be. As Arya, did you roll above a 15?
Nope.
All right. Well, you don't spot them, but Anasha does. There are things etched around that he says he suspects to be trap doors, hidden entrances. There are things that just say things like rooms smaller than building. And there are even things like notations of who owns certain buildings. And these are only done on the hill. Now, on the buildings on the hill, you see a lot of them have the name Stormin written on them with a question mark. And they have things by the library, they have them by certain banks, various businesses, even the tailor shop on the hill has the name Stormin next to it with a question mark, as if he suspects whoever the Stormin family is to be owning or have a hand in whatever all these buildings are. On the other side of the wall, where Arya is on a 13, you do not notice any sort of traps or hidden rooms annotated, but what you do notice is now in the valley, these are all maps that indicate empty spaces, abandoned buildings, places where no property may be built, almost as if he's looking to build something of his own. Or maybe find something that's run down, or maybe remodel it. Look at the baby! As if he were planning to make his own base of operations outside of his basement in the Random Tavern. But with that,
Upon seeing that, I'm gonna look and just look over to Julius and just saying, he's gonna be like very current about it. So, I'm looking at the maps. You trying to build something of your own or anything like that? And everything said and done?
those are just various properties, abandoned things, empty lots. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, other than rob a library. So unless you have any questions on that, and he kind of just shoots you. I don't mean to be rude, but I am time sensitive at the moment. And he kind of sees the rest of you guys if anyone is looking at the maps and investigating them. Malik, are you?
I'm gonna just take a well detailed look at this library map.
Okay.
So I can figure out if any phone raid. But I'm gonna go ahead and take, like I said, take a very detailed look at this map to figure out if there's like any other means of points of entry.
So, go ahead and roll me an investigation. And while you do that, Mr. Bayashi, what is your character up to? What are you up to?
Yeah, so I'm wondering if I should try this exhort truth here. But it doesn't sound like he's hiding like too terribly much. I don't know if I want to waste a key point. So I think I'm just looking around still at the maps, seeing if anybody missed anything, seeing if there's any maps like covering up another map potentially, or maps that can be connected, or see if we can slip any useful ones into our bags and take them with us or something instead of relying on memory, maybe.
Go ahead and roll investigation, and Deadeye with yours. What did you roll here? Oh, a 19. Lovely.
19.
On a 19.
Ugh. Jesus,
Ooh.
7.
On a 19, you
Yeah,
notice
some high
that
rolls tonight.
there are. Yeah, you are.
That's +6.
You see that there are a lot of other windows as means of entries, but they do not appear to be any other main doors. Now, you do see that this building does have, there's a roof to it, and the roof is in such a way which you suspect there to be windows accessible from the roof as well. However, that's not discernible on the map. It doesn't say anything about roof access, but just based on how the map is drawn, you can indicate that there is more than likely higher windows. It's a taller building.
By the way,
All right.
character, a little bit more of character description here. I'm gonna have like a cloak on. That's all you see is the beak sticking out from the cloak. You don't see no eyes. And you guys see what looks to be as like a necklace of bones hanging around his neck.
Ooh. All right. Good old fashioned bone necklace.
I'm since I'm just sitting here waiting,
Mhm.
I'm gonna talk to this Githyanki.
All right.
I'm gonna say, you ever taken a trip to a different plane of existence?
Plane of exist. I cannot say I have, nor do I have any intention to. Have you?
Well, I hail from one, if it be so kind for me to say.
Was that are you from hell?
No.
Oh.
I hail from a.
Gotcha.
I hail from the elemental plane of fire.
I wasn't sure if it was a pun, you know, hell, fire. I thought you were doing it funny.
No. While some people do joke and call my home hell, it is very far from it.
Sounds like racist.
It is quite hot, but it's not hell.
Yeah, that's almost definitely. That's got to be racism, right?
I don't know about racism, more anti-nationalism, kinda.
Sounds like the politically correct term for racism.
I guess I don't know, but just thought I'd ask.
You gotta live a little. No, I've never been to another plane of existence or anything. From places far away from here, but no portals or anything of that nature. How does that work? As you guys have this conversation, I believe that wraps up everybody's roles because the 7 did not find you much. You see that some maps are covering others as you look around, but none of them seem to be like malicious. It's like, hey, I ran out of wall space. This map is older. Boom, new map. And the ones that are covering other maps, he seems to have tried to like not tape them at the bottom, so you can still lift the map and see the entirety of the old one. You, however, opting against doing this. So, as you guys have all investigated it, look, I don't mean to rush you guys or again be disrespectful by any means, but unless you have any questions on the library or anything else, I would appreciate it if we got moving.
I'm sitting here waiting.
Yes, and I appreciate you both. And he kind of struggles to say that, as if he's worked with this Githyanki before and just fucking hates him.
Trick will leave. Like, literally go all the way upstairs, moving past both of them.
Didare does as well.
I'll follow.
Yep, same.
And as you guys
Same.
all begin to leave, I believe the order in which I heard these things was Asher, Githyanki here, Trick, and then let's start pouring you guys out. Bayashi, Deidre, and then Malik, who is also on his way out.
Anyway, Deidre has a new face if you'll look at the camera. Watch.
Aww, babies. All right. So with that, you all begin to leave the tavern, and he does on the way out. Malik hand you a map of the library because it is hand drawn. It's not like there's no blueprints or anything. So he hands you his map, and then he also wishes you all luck on your way out. Now, as you guys are leaving, the barkeep, I didn't think anybody was actually gonna take that job. Best of luck to you. And if you want to come back, have a drink, let me know. And as you all leave, you can now choose to spend your money however you so choose. unless you are going straight to the library to fuck some shit up.
Where are we
Yeah,
going first?
I don't know about you all, but I'm ready to get things moving if you are.
I
Are we
vote
gonna
we
go?
library.
Yep, let's go.
We're not gonna go use any of this coin.
I got all the stuff I need.
All right then.
As you see him crack open a vial, and he just kind of chugs it. You aren't totally sure what he just drank, but as he does, he seems almost warmer. Before, you could, just being around him, you could feel a chill, and now he seems to have the proper amount of body heat. Even before you touched him, Malik, you felt it as you reached up to him. As with that, we arrive. Where's my map? Boom. Alright. And as you guys start to come here, he does ask you, now do you guys want to do this now or are we waiting until nightfall? Do it a little more quietly.
Probably best to wait a little while.
I'm gonna wait till nightfall. Obviously, yeah.
I mean, listen, it's up to you all.
I
And
would just
then,
I believe you within
Will be
the
more active during the daytime. However, at nighttime, it will be more hush. However, obviously, they probably have way more precautions when nighttime hits to keep everything guarded.
yeah, I mean, it
Also,
also,
Haunted. Could be more haunted at night.
that's true. Now, it did also sound like we were going into some sort of secret area, so I'd imagine once we get past the main chunk, we should be clear. But
I mean, it's a library. People go in the library all the time, so it wouldn't be super, super suspicious if we go ahead and start now.
my thoughts exactly.
I mean, a bunch of people all going in there.
We can go in separately and meet up.
I like where his head's at.
Or we could wear a disguise. I could wear like a fake mustache. Some
I'm liking where his head's at a little less. First idea was solid.
No fun. No fun.
I mean, it's just a library. It's not like we gotta sneak in.
Fair. What about you? I never got any of your names. Not, I don't care or anything, but Birdman.
Cool.
There he is. You still with us? You awake? What do you think? Move now or wait till night comes?
Well, if we were to move now, there's no telling if somebody's going to have a watchful eye to see if anybody's going in and out.
Well, we move at
I
night.
think
Same thing
I
applies.
think I understand that, but if half of us were to go in, half of us stay outside, somebody create a distraction from outside, and kind of that person would have to definitely be a little sneaky, sneak. So,
Yeah?
honestly, it doesn't matter to me as long as everybody decides in person.
Well, I'm a man of the moment, so I say we go in now, but you guys keep talking this team shit, so I'm asking your opinions. All right, what about you, Princess? As he looks over at both of you, and you can't quite tell who he was being sexist to. What do you think?
I instantly just flip.
Well, I think it's.
I say regardless. I said we wait for nightfall. I'm utterly useless in daylight.
I don't think you're useless in daylight. We can see you better.
My vision is useless in daylight.
Hmm. That explains a whole lot, actually.
Quick sidebar. Lunar elves have a light sensitivity in sunlight.
Yes. Quick sidebar. I know that. Your sexist gift Yankee does not.
No, I know, I was just letting everybody else know that hadn't. And
Gotcha.
also, chat.
Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, currently chat's at an ad break, so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done.
And anyway, you guys all die. And no, I'm kidding.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Right.
All right, so listen. And he goes, it seems like everybody's either said do it now or wait. And odds are we're going to end up somewhere dark anyway. They did it till we're breaking into a basement. And he kind of just opens the door and goes, I'm going for it. And as he walks in, the door's closed behind him. And unless you all choose to follow, you have no idea what's inside. I mean, you do because there's a map, but don't cheat.
All right.
Oh, I
have the
didn't
map
resume
paused
yet.
currently.
You can't cheat. Nice. All right, my good old friend Fog of War here.
I am not following him.
All right, let
Sissies.
me just. That's right. Talk to a member.
Dude's impatient. I say that it'd probably be best if we were to wait out here. Because at a place like this, they're going to definitely have an eye on people coming in.
Oh, for sure. He's just going to get himself killed or ruin the mission. That's one of the reasons why I'm debating what if I want to place a dagger in my skull or not.
Hey, baby.
All right, as he walks in, the door is closed behind him. And you guys did get a glimpse as the doors opened on the inside, and there was nothing seemingly out of the ordinary. You guys saw basically just a foyer, and for reference, anyone purple does not work here, anyone teal does. The reactions to you guys going into areas that are maybe less than restricted or less than open to the public will vary. And from there, it's different. Now, again, most of them, they do still just work there. Think of it as you see a customer in your break room. You're kind of like, why the fuck are you here? Now going to pick a fight with them. With that, the floor is yours.
No.
If someone has managed to move a token inside the Fog of War, I don't know which one of you is a witch. That was impressive.
I don't know.
Well,
Christy found the dice box.
are there people following Jadarian, or?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It sounds like
I'm
it looks like Biyashi did.
Yep. I'm in. I'm looking around.
I'm gonna kind of take a step back and look at this place from the outside from a wider perspective.
All right, and feel free to roll me perception. While he does that, the rest of you all, what you doing?
Well, that's going on. Asher kind of just goes, "Y'all two look like scouts, anyways," and then he kind of walks past them through, and he's gonna sort of just walk past
We
Jadarian,
rolling high game tonight.
start moving to wherever that circled room was.
Yeah, that would be, as you recall, towards the southeast. And with that, I don't know who is continuing to move these circles. I don't know who's been practicing their witchcraft, but you've gotten very good at it.
No, I'm not even on the map right now.
Hence my level of impressed. All right, and with that, he actually just sprinted.
Whoa, where'd I go? What's going on?
So with that,
Granted,
Deidre, did you go inside as well?
Yeah, I did.
I feel like I'm saying that right. How do you pronounce your name?
Deidre.
Deidre, not Deidre. All right. So, as you guys go in, the room begins to open up to you all, and you can see that it's not terribly busy, but there's definitely some traffic going around.
Y'all have
So
been
funny
kidnapped.
thing is,
Yep.
I have
And Malik, you said you were looking from the outside. With that perception roll, you do notice that your why is everything just flicking around so much? What are we
What
doing?
the hell? Where did my character go? What?
Everyone's moving into the fog of war for some reason.
Getting pulled in.
That eye is trolling.
I'm
Anyway.
going to follow Malik for a moment. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. How do I change permissions on here? Because what's going on here? Why is everyone's token going into the fog?
Everybody wants to go in that
I
one
think-
room to the right.
I think you have it set up to where you have the grab feature on. So when you move one token, you're moving all of them.
I'm not though, because they're moving individually as one token, and I'm not the one moving them over there.
Yeah, I'm running in every.
I believe
Anyway.
it's Chase. He's the only one we can't see.
I wasn't doing anything.
Anyway, with that, Malik, you noticed that first of all, your suspicions were correct. This building does in fact have windows. They appear to even open at the very top of the building. You do also note that a well-placed grappling hook of some sort will allow you to scale the side of the building. It's got relatively rough edges. You should be able to scale the building with relative ease, get in and make your way in through the upper windows should you have chosen to. Most of your party's gone through the front door. And the lighting isn't terribly bright. It's not terribly dim. You can see, however, it's very warm, very inviting lighting on the inside of this. And the next person to move a token is getting struck by lightning. Respectfully. No, I'm kidding. But as you guys kind of maneuver through here, since Chase did say that he's making his way southeast, I want to undo more of this. And you guys can see that anything that has like these little lines on them will note employees only. The pink one does say VIP. That way, you know, if you were to go into these rooms, it would raise suspicion if you were noticed.
Did I just get muted?
Not by me anyway.
Okay.
All right. Oh, with that,
Christina Lynn.
the rest of you doing?
Christina Lynn.
War governmenting the baby is crazy.
Not full government, first and middle.
No.
I'm not going to expose my child's last name on the internet.
I would hope not.
Oh, are you gonna cry at mommy because she won't let you smack Nana's computer?
Okay, so making my way down this way.
Sorry, I got baby distracted. My fault. So as you're making your way down, and baby yells at me.
Does it look like the access to the circled room is guarded in any way?
There is, if you look at the map in the bottom left, a guy next to the room, like kind of looking at the bookshelves, but no one's just standing there like spear in hand guarding the room. Observed may be a more appropriate word.
Okay.
As Bayashi works his way down, he notices more of the same. Lots of people not in uniform
And there
looking at
goes the
various
phone.
books, sitting down, having to read, while there are a couple who are, you know, they look like they work
Phone
here.
said,
They're also
"I'm
looking.
going down."
Huh?
What?
Phone says I'm going down.
Halt!
Asher, what do you think, Asher? If I go kind of left all the way around, start talking to the library staff to distract them facing that way, and then you just go in the room.
I think that's a great plan.
All right.
Some of the patrons kind of give you guys weird looks, but decide to mind their own business. As Bayashi, what do you say to distract them?
So, where's the best novels to find in this here library, or where's the most interesting section? You look like a very smart person. Tell me about it.
So, as he faces you now and has his back completely to the entrance, I mean, I guess it really depends on what it is you're looking for. Are you looking for something fiction, non-fiction, something about the town's history? Are you looking for, maybe to brush up on your arcane knowledge? What brings you here to our fine library today?
What is over here behind me? Like, what section does that hold?
Behind you is actually just some study rooms. They don't really have any individual books of their own, just a few maybe returned books, kind of a hodgepodge. You don't organize it as well as we should. That's just really there to have a side room, tables, some snacks. To your left, my right, will be the main area. It is divided right up the middle. Non-fiction on the left side, fiction on the right. Or I guess all right and left, that's backwards, as that's referencing from the door. Towards the very front, you have arcane and magic. Working your way back, you have history, science, as well as engineering. Back this way. Now, on the other
Engineering.
side, you have, yes, anything you may want to build, architecture, books on things like that.
Fascinating. Do you have any information on this library?
As far as its history, its construction, who owns it,
Construction. Yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah.
I don't believe so. I believe there's a book written by some of the people who helped build it, but I don't believe there's anything on the library specifically. I'd
Well,
almost feel like bragging, right?
I'd still love to read about that. Yeah, could you go grab that for me?
It will be in the history section, right up. Do you see that gentleman there as he points to this guy? I made him white. This guy. He is standing directly to his left will be the shelf with all the books on this town's history and architecture.
Where's the guy?
The one who I made that little weird tan color.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Where the patron is.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
He references the shelf to his left, which will be this one.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I think Asher's in, so I guess I can go.
Yes,
Did you
Asher
want me to-
does make his way
do you-
in.
I just get in. Okay.
I'll go.
No, yes,
I
you
can
can
find
roll
it.
stealth with advantage, but odds are you made it. He started talking books with this.
I already rolled it and I got a 21.
Yeah, green. Your DC was 12. He got the man talking. It was open season. He did reference to his left, Bayashi. You're on his right.
Oh, what? Where's I don't see another tan guy.
No, you're
Oh, you're
the
okay.
tan guy. Yes, to the
I
tan
got you.
guy's
I got
left.
you. You're
There
right,
you
sorry,
go.
my bad. I got you.
So, with that, I'm going to recolor him purple so I don't start tweaking. And with that, as one of you has successfully made it in, what are the rest of you up to? Chase, roll me perception.
Alright.
God
Oh,
damn.
I was trying to say I was outside with the little man, with Deadeye's little man. So I was probably gonna ask, what did he find out?
You're outside with what, little man? What's going on here?
I think I said I was outside following Deadeye's character.
Ah, okay, yes. So you can also roll me perception and roleplay with Deadeye upon his return about things that he noticed.
I'm here.
Jadare does see two of you guys make it in, and he looks over to Deidre and goes, "Can you see okay in here? The light's a little bit dimmer."
I can see okay, not amazing, but better than it is out in the sun, I guess.
That is a 14.
You see most of the same things he did. Upper roof window access. You can't quite figure maybe a way to get up there. That's non-magical.
Oh, where did my token go?
Into the fog of war again for some reason.
Alright.
So, with that,
And he just glared because if this was nighttime, I would be able to fly up there. Bumbling to himself.
Am I able to open up anything in this fog of war right section from my viewpoint here, where the shelves are, kind of, or the
yes,
door,
I am
window?
looking. That is a win. That's an open cutout. It's not quite a door. Nothing's closed. I'm just realizing now I don't have Arya's character up here. I don't think. Is Trick up here? Trick
Oh.
Treat. Trick Treat is not.
Is it possible that I could get up there with Misty Step?
You aren't sure. You know that the range is pretty solid. However, nah, that's all I'm gonna give you. Actually, everything else is entirely up to you. Your decisions are your own. With that, you kind of open up. This is just an extra library area. It does not seem to be restricted by any means. However, people inside, like the guy you were speaking to, he was kind of giving you looks the whole time of like, why and how did he get here? However, like the people in here look extra preppy, extra snobby. You feel like speaking to them may want you to jump on your spear. Just like by just their presence.
It's a 22, by the way.
On perception. Well done, sir. So, you see in your room a few more bookshelves. The few just they seem to just be random books as well. The bookshelf to the very bottom does actually have like a French door set up, and it is like closed and shut. There's a flimsy chain kind of locking it, but you can tell the lock is half-assed, as you can even partially open the door before the chain is like flexed out and it actually stops. You can even see on the inside of it if you chose to. We're slacking the chain. The artifact room does have a door on it. The door is closed. You have not gotten close enough to see if it's locked or not.
Did the door that I went through, did it have a label on it?
So the door that you went through just said employees only. It did not have a label.
Okay. So bookshelf that's open.
Bookshelf with
Door.
French doors on it.
Door to artifact room.
Yes.
I go to the bookshelf and I crack it and I look.
Roll me a strength check.
That is.
If you get above a 15, roll a con save after.
It's a 17.
All right. And with that, it's been a minute since we've spoken to Miss Deidre. What are you doing in here? As the party has left you with your favorite Githyanki.
I'm gonna walk around a little bit deep. Well, actually, no. I'm gonna take a peek over here, see if I can see inside of there.
So this one does have a door. The door, however, does have a window, and it gives you, albeit minimal, a little bit of line of sight in here. And you don't really see much. You can make out there's a guy standing there. But you don't see any shelving, anything of that nature. You're not totally sure what's inside.
Alright, so then, do I notice that there's another door on this side from my vantage point?
No.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go in a little bit deeper and then I'm gonna look around.
At that point, you do see another door. You aren't sure if it connects to the same room you just left, but given the size and the space between the two doors, you assume so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this door and take another peek.
That. You get the rest of this guy as well as parts of the entrance. Really just this hallway. Someone did move this guy into the wall for some reason. He was also standing here. Moved all these people into the fucking walls. He's in the goddamn walls!
Would there be, what would be the identifier to know that somebody is allowed in this room? Because this is the VIP room, correct?
Correct. So this one, it just says members only. And you can assume you're not a member. You may be able to coax someone into believing you are, but it is not strictly employees only.
Can I test the door Can I test the door handle to see if it's unlocked?
By all means, and it is.
In that, I'm going to cast Disguise Self to make myself look a little bit more regal, a little bit more put together, make it look like I definitely have more money than I do.
Okay. Okay.
And then I'm going to walk inside.
And the library staff greets you, and I don't, I don't recognize you. Welcome to the library. Who are you?
I gotta come up with a name, hang on.
Ma'am?
My brain is not braining.
I hear you. However, if you take long enough, this guy's gonna get real suspicious.
I know, but in character, this is gonna be instant. My IRL brain is just not braining.
Mm-hmm.
Someone give me a name, quick.
All right. While she figures her life out, Mr. Kenku, what are you up to? Deadeye died. All right. Malik? Push to talk.
All right, I've got a name whenever we're ready to go. Circle back.
Hello?
Hello, Arya.
Can't hear you, did I? Still.
So yeah, sorry about that. I was fixing the stream, getting it set up in the right category because it wasn't set up in the right category. So
I was going to say, since I followed it, I wanted to ask him. I think I might be able to get us up there with a little bit of Mississippi if you want to give that a shot. The ledge.
out of character. Is it starting to get dark?
A little. You guys have only been here about 10 minutes. It's not that late. Maybe like 4 p.m. And it's summertime. So while it's a little later in the day, it is still bright out.
I suggest let's go and kind of hide off in like some foliage or something, kind of get an idea of the security around this place, and then we'll look a little bit further. I've already seen quite a bit of entrance points up on top. There are it's very easily able to be scaled. I'm also going to kind of look around for anything metal, like a solid piece of metal that can warp into a grappling hook.
Yep.
If
So
you
you
need
actually
metal,
notice.
I 100% have a crowbar. If that will work.
It's too strong. That would I wouldn't be able to do it.
Are you looking for metal up in like the gutter area, or something you can makeshift into a grapple hook? Is that what you said?
Makeshift into a grapple hook, yes.
Roll me perception as I try to think of what the hell would be metal out here. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, and with that, we're gonna double back to Chase.
Yeah.
What you got going on, man? What you up to down here? You in your artifact room? What'd you roll in that con save?
Oh, I'm rolling a con save?
Yes, sir. You open the book, the box rather.
That's 13 plus 8.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you're good. 21. A bunch of dust flies off at you, and at first you feel the urge to cough, but you are fine.
The reason why
At this point, you also kind of you swear you heard something when you opened it, but you dismissed it.
Like the distance.
There are a bunch of old books.
The blocks on it.
They are beginning to like crack and peel, just the covers of them, so much so, but you can't even really discern the names of any of them. something dragon, something arcane, something necromancy, just a bunch of books that you can't really discern what it is they say, and you imagine if you open one, you're going to get a face full of more dust. So unless you're really curious about one, you'd likely leave it alone.
That is inside the open bookshelves?
That is inside the bookshelf you just opened via the lock.
Okay. Since it's just books, I guess I'm gonna turn and go towards here. If I can discern that this is the room that was supposed to be circled by
Yeah.
Julius.
It is the most southeast room. You are putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4.
I try the door.
Hey, Chase.
Is
Hey,
the door
Ash.
locked?
Push or pull?
Push.
It does not move.
Pull.
Still doesn't move. You assume it's locked.
I slide it right.
Fucking dead eye. You slide the door right, it doesn't move, and you also at this point notice with your passive perception there are hinges. This door does either push or pull.
Is there a twistable handle?
There is a twistable handle.
Can I twist the handle?
No, the handle does not budge either. It is locked.
Alright. I do not believe I have
The man
Any
who's
per-
my shit.
any proficiency in any sort of thieves' tools.
Do you have proficiency in kicking in doors?
I have proficiency in trying.
Terrible at my job.
So,
That is entirely your prerogative. I will say it won't be a quiet venture if you're trying to kick down a door.
that is true. That is true. Hold on.
Alright. That is all the help you all are getting from me tonight. The rest of the next puzzle is going to be entirely your own. All you're getting is the door. So with that, Jadare is also kind of moving around a little bit, and we work our way back up to whatever she's decided to name herself. The player formerly known as Deidre. What'd you come up with?
She's going to introduce herself as Euryxina. Yes, I use fantasy name generator. Leave me alone.
Deadass? Alright, Yo, alright. He looks at you and makes the exact same face I just did. Euryxina. I feel like I would remember a name like Euryxina. Where are you from? Why are you here? I don't.
I'm from here. I'm from the hill.
And you're a member.
I am.
Can I see your card?
I lost it. I was actually hoping to come in and get a replacement.
You'd want to go to the desk, southwest corner.
I tried that. I didn't see anybody working over there. So I was hoping there'd be somebody in here to give me a hand with that.
Miles should be there. If not, you can find any other employee. I'm kind of busy in here at the moment, but I can't let you in here if you don't have your ID on you.
I'm gonna pat around, make it look like I'm checking whatever pockets are on my bag.
Mhm.
Would disguise self allow me to pull out some sort of card or something?
Disguise self like the spell?
Yeah, like would that allow something like that to be part of my disguise?
Maybe like a false identification, maybe if you had minor illusion to rope in with it. But a library
wait.
card? No.
Wait, ooh.
Damn, I did just give you free smoke there, didn't I? Dead eyes down and like, no, why would he tell her that?
I'm gonna cast Silent Image.
Okay.
to create a card,
Mm-hmm.
an
What's it look like?
identification card.
What's it look like?
Whatever the identification cards are supposed to look like.
You've never seen a library card for this library before. That's why I'm asking you. And that's why I gave her the minor illusion idea that he was like, why would he give her such a good idea for free? That's why.
Just library card
bit,
written in crayon, right?
I'm just gonna make it look like like a identification for the area that we're in
Okay.
that has an address on an address that is on the hill.
Okay.
So I at least can prove that I am who I say I am.
I'll even be nice enough to say you know a hill address off the top of your head. It stands to reason you'd have seen a street name walking by and you made up some numbers. So, as you kind of show him the card and he goes, okay, this is going to prove that you're from here, I suppose, although the spelling of your name is even more egregious than the name itself. And he hands you the card back and he goes, again, I am going to have to ask you to leave, Miss. I go up and try to pronounce that shit. I'm sorry. Your parents must hate you. If you do get your identity card replaced and sorted out, again, Miles will be more than happy to help you. If not, again, and he kind of holds a hand out now and he goes, I am going to have to ask you to leave.
I am going to go straight down to the desk.
Okay. Was where?
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna kind of follow along the path to see if I can find the desk.
No, he had told you southwest corner. I was just testing to see if you were listening. You weren't.
Christina Lynn.
Baby's feisty tonight.
Hey, booger. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to where he told me the desk was.
Yep. And with that, you see another high elf, and he's sitting there on the desk. He's kind of like thumbing through a book himself. He's actually reading it at a surprising pace. You aren't sure if he's not actually reading it and it's just like an idiot, or if he's just a power reader.
You move my token to where it's supposed to be because my computer won't let me do so. Hi. I was told that you might be able to help me with replacing my membership card.
Oh yeah, did you lose yours?
I did. I seem to have misplaced it. It's been a while since I've been up here, so, and we've moved a couple times since then.
Yeah, okay. I guess I can get that. What was your name?
Urixina.
How the fuck do you spell? Pardon me. How do you spell that?
Urixina.
Shut the. Give me. Can I have your ID, please?
And
you gotta be making stuff up. So he kind of looks and he's looking through the URs and Urixina. I was surprised when you told me your name. I was expecting I would remember a name like that. But then lo and behold, I'm looking through our list of members and I don't see you. Are you trying to apply for a membership? Maybe yours just expired.
Been a member for a while now.
Well, when's the last time you renewed?
It's been maybe a year or so.
And that's why you're down on the list. And he closes the book up. If you'd like to open up a new membership, we can.
What would that run me?
So membership here allows you all unencumbered access, as I'm sure you know and enjoy.
Yes, I did.
You can do by the month or do an annual membership, which is be our longest plan. Those are going to run you either 150 gold a month, or of course 1,500 gold for the year.
Well, we did just move in to that location, so I am a little bit lower on the end of gold that I carry on me.
Really?
Is there any way I can get a little bit of a discount? Just because I have been a member for years.
You're Xena. You're Xena. You seem like a lovely enough lady. I don't mean to be rude or anything. But do you know where you are? Xena, I'm certain I don't have to tell you. You see, discounts are for poor people. You aren't poor, are you?
No, but I am rather close with the Sormans.
The Sormans aren't poor. So
I am aware.
you should be close enough to ask them to spot you the difference. Unless you wanna,
You know how tight they are with their money. They will not let somebody else borrow, especially somebody of my stature. And besides, do you know how hard it is to come in here and ask for a discount?
yeah. Oh, do you know how hard it is to hear you use that word? Expensive. Listen, I don't know what your relation to the Thormans are, how anyone who knows VD personally could also not be able to afford a library membership. That just is something that doesn't add up to me.
Look, I suggest you cut the price. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Oh, you're a cast suggestion. Okay, what's your save DC?
15.
All right, that is a D4, so I'm definitely not rolling above 15 with that. But I grabbed the
Just
actual
saying,
dice.
so that's why my camera's off for a bit. I'm coming back.
Damn. So he beat your ass. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, 20 ball. So on a wisdom save. So not only does he not get charmed, he doesn't even realize you tried to charm him. Your magic ain't shit. He kind of just looks at you and he goes, I suggest you try something else. I don't come to your place of work insulting you or your job either.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes and put 150 gold pieces on the desk.
And he said, so you had the gold the whole time.
I had it, but I do have some other errands to run.
He's gonna push the gold back. Please get out of my face. I'd hate to take the last of your gold from you.
It's not the last of my gold, it's just what I had on me. All this means is I'm gonna have to run back to the house to get some more.
He just looks at you and goes, And he gets up and he goes, I'm going online. I'm not talking to you right now. You come to me, you asked me for a discount 4, 5, 6 times. You had the money the whole time. You couldn't be close to the Sormans. I don't even know you, and I know them. Find somebody else. I'm not talking to you right now. And he goes and he puts a little sign up that says on lunch. Back in 15 minutes. And he goes right through that door.
Before he can get through, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation and just drop some water on his head.
Are you certain?
Just a couple of little drops. Not enough to drench him, just enough for it to be mildly annoying. Not even enough to get his hair wet.
He wipes what he assumes is sweat from his brow. And he looks at you. And he nods. Nah. He points, counts a few times, and he chuckles to himself. And he goes into the back room. As Chase, you are the only person who remembers you're here to steal shit and not read.
She's
Cut
more
to
trying to
me.
gather
No.
information.
Cut to me, and I have a crowbar wedged in the door, and I have a rope tied to the crowbar, and I'm pulling on the rope trying to get this door to
So this motherfucker thinks he's in Home Alone. We're gonna cut to Miss Trick, who has not had a turn in a while here, and ask what kind of crack she's smoking first.
Wow. Okay then,
You have
mister.
a crowbar
You know what?
tied to a rope. What is going
That
on?
was literally me. I was gonna try to crowbar get into a grappling hook.
Crowbar
That's
what?
not gonna
What are
work.
you trying to? You're outside, gang.
I'm just like I'm gonna be sitting there. Like, is there any trees near by this library, this tower?
There are like smaller trees, like you can tell they've been planted. They're younger trees. They haven't grown very much. They're not even thicker than like your forearm, unless you're really small, than like your thigh, like your femur. They're very thin. They're very short. They're not more than about 12 feet tall. Which is
Okay,
for tree
is there
standards.
any like trees that are like pointed towards potentially where
The sky?
that oh the cliff
Where trees point?
I don't mean like point, but in the direction of essentially the place I want to misty step towards. That
You like is there like a branch,
yeah.
and you're trying to misty step up to the roof of the building? Am I understanding
That's the
correctly?
one. Okay, no, I remember what you said. And it's more or less you said, I see most of the same things that Deadeye saw. And so I
Right.
was wondering, up there, you know, is it actually possible to misty step even like to the I can't even remember what it was. That's so long. Like I believe we were over here near the cat room when I heard it, and it's a place I believe we were able to potentially grappling hook. It
Yeah.
was
So
like
most of the roof appears to have like a steel liner, so you can grapple hook just from about anywhere up. And there are various trees planted all around the library that you could use as maybe an intermediary point. They're tall enough for you to kind of teleport, be about 10 to 12 feet up high, and potentially misty step again to close the rest of the distance.
all right. So that's why I'm saying I would like to like first like climb the tree,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attempt
Roll me a
to
dex
step.
save. Acrobatics check, rather. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. And I'm going to use one of my lucky points to give myself fucking advantage.
All right. And while you do that, how tall is your character?
By the way,
Mhm.
we're gonna go ahead and take a 10-minute break real quick.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys need to go use the restroom, go ahead. We will be back shortly. Here after a minute.
All right. And this is why I made 2 different cave systems. They were
It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. It's someone say they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside. Taking on the world, the enemy rise. Time is times like this, you swing and miss, while your mind's digging your own hole. Where are the heroes tonight? They've nowhere in sight, and it's you against the world. Taking on the world, the more enemy lies. Time is running out. Taking on the world, the more enemy lies. Where's your hero now? You thought they were bad, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? You thought they were bad, but they're running away.
Live.
To ask you all one at a time, these events
All right,
concur
we're back.
in overlapping time frames. Concur? Oh my god, I'm fucking stupid. These events occur.
Wait, does the acrobatics really matter if I have a climbing speed?
When you're climbing a tree that's not fully grown and has branches that are very subject to breaking, yes, acrobatics does matter. As a matter of fact, if you
Acrobatics
don't roll
matters when the DM
fantastically,
says acrobatics matter.
that too. And if you
I
don't
rolled
roll
a
great,
22.
you fall on your ass. That's fantastic. You still probably gonna fall on your ass. It's not a fully grown tree. You're a grown ass high elf. On a tree as specified is still in its infancy. The fucking bark of the tree, the
How
stem of the
is
shit.
a 12-foot tree
No.
still not fully grown or even close?
It'd be like a weeping willow or something, like super
No.
bendy.
No, so again,
You should
I
try to
told
climb
you
it and
that
he just like
the
bends over
main
and
trunk of the
just
tree,
stays on the ground.
the trunk of the tree is as thick as your femur. This is the exact description I gave you. So you trying to climb 12 feet of something as thick as your femur that's made of a wood that you have no idea what the density is. You play an extremely dangerous game, scientifically speaking. The physics ain't physicking right now. And you a fully grown ass high elf, which is historically a very tall and naturally, obviously, a relatively heavy person. If you're a female high elf, you're probably coming in at 5'8",
I
like
am a
5'6"
male
to 6
high
feet
elf.
tall. You're a male high elf, so you're pushing 5'10" and up. And if you're 5'10", just at a humanoid, you're pushing at least 150 pounds, and that's if you like anorexic. You probably weighing in somewhere in the high ones, low twos. And you trying to climb a tree as thick as your femur.
By the way, did I scavenge up the stuff for the grappling
Yes.
hook?
What was the perception? Yeah, it was a perception roll there. Malik, on a perception roll of 25, you found all the shit. As a matter of fact, not only did you find the metal you needed from both a trash can and part of the gutter, you found some fucking vine which you can use as ropes going on the side of the building.
I have
You
rope.
need to use the rope from your own inventory. You got a whole fucking thing. You braided. Actually, roll me survival. Perception's not gonna help you make the shit. I just thought about that. Oh, 22. Where'd this advantage come from, girl?
Me?
Yes,
That
you.
is 12.
Yeah, I told you to use a lucky point,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and I'm still gonna fall on my butt. That what we're
So
saying here, Fletcher?
you successfully managed to braid the vine together, and you can get something. And as you pull it, it feels pretty sturdy. And yes, you climb the tree with an elegance and grace. You actually get to the top of the tree relatively quickly. What you realize once you're up there is that this tree is not as strong as you are. And it begins to bend and warp. On a 22, you still manage to dismount as the branches break. You don't fall and take any damage. You do realize at that point you shouldn't be climbing trees that you're wider than. You're a grown ass man. With that, we go back to Mr. Brewski.
Been staring at the shelf for a while.
Yes, Bayashi. You've made it up to the bookshelf now. At this point, you would have actually just been seeing Deidre go into the restricted access room. So what are you up to?
Okay. So I think I'm gonna grab a book from the shelf just for fun here. Come down and try to get into one of these vaults, which I think the guy said is your reading rooms. So I'm gonna try to get in there.
Ah, okay. He misunderstood what you were saying. So those say employees only. And as he walks up to it, he kind of waves you down. He was referring to these down here, which is what he thought you were talking about.
Okay, cool. I'll still go in there, I guess. What's in there?
All right. And wings. Alright. Boom. With that, you see there are two other people in here. They also seem to be reading. One guy's munching on some type of nut. The other one has like an apple.
Important details. All right, gotcha.
Yes.
Is there any way? Well, where are they looking?
At their own books, at their desk.
Okay, so basically
Their backs are both to the walls, respectively.
Okay. Is there any way to climb anything around here, like sneakily?
They glance up at you as you walk in. You could, in theory, climb the bookshelves. The ceiling's not much higher than it though, and it doesn't appear to go anywhere.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like no windows, nothing to get anywhere.
No, there are ceiling tiles. You figure maybe if you can move one of those, you may be able to navigate somewhere, but you couldn't tell for certain where. But you did just grab a book on the architecture of the building, or at least written by the same guy who did it. Maybe you could finagle something there.
True. Okay, so I'll start reading the book. I'll just stand in the corner here and start reading the book.
All right. So go ahead and I'm about to say, are you skimming the book or are you actually sitting down like chapter 1?
I'd say skimming it. Yeah, skimming it.
All right. So with that, go ahead and roll me investigation as we go over to Asher, who is over here trying to MacGyver this door open. He's got to go. Actually, please, Asher, explain to the people one more time what type of perks we're on.
So crowbar jammed in the stop of the door, trying to leverage at the deadbolt in the door. And he has assumably, after figuring out that the leverage wasn't going to be enough from just his own physical strength, he ties a rope to the crowbar and then steps back and starts pulling on the rope to gain more leverage.
Simple machines type shit. Roll me strength with advantage. I like the creativity. I heard the dice clicking.
I did indeed hear the dice clicking. Remember, the dice indeed did click. That's a 22.
22, you yanking as you throw your body weight backwards once. You hear a relatively loud pop. Good news, the door is open. Bad news, somebody probably heard that shit. What do you do?
I get inside as fast as possible.
Alright, and do you just run inside?
Yes.
You close the door behind you.
As best as possible, trying to leave as little trace as possible.
All right. So, as you hear that pop, DJ, as you walked your way down, you kind of hear it as well. So does Jadare, who has kind of seen all this go down. And the guy kind of walks over, and he walks in, and he kind of starts looking to see what that sound was. And the first thing he notices is the lock on the shelf is broken. And he's in a little bit of a panic. So he begins to run out, but is stopped by everyone's favorite Gif Yankee. And while that's going on, Yadra, what are you up to?
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud.
On.
Do I see him run out?
No. So from where you are, this will be going on while you're talking to the other guy. He'd have just walked inside. This guy who walked over you didn't see, and Jadare, you would have either been facing away from him, or if you did, you kind of
Because
saw him
we're
walk.
on the round after I was talking to Homeboy, right?
Right. This is right after you cast your spell. He looked at you, pointed, and went ahead. So that pop.
Yeah,
happened,
immediately
you may
after
be able to
that.
faintly hear the pop. Okay.
Immediately after that, I would have walked away and like just started wandering around trying to find everybody else.
Right. So this is like the round, I guess, while you're talking to him. I guess is the best way to put it. So the pop will be happening during the conversation. Like as soon as you start to walk away and end that conversation is when Jadare would have kind of made it down here.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna make my way over.
Mm-hmm. Now you do
To
see
where
him like kind of walk into the room, but you're not sure why.
I'm gonna walk around to see if I can figure out where I heard the pop noise coming from.
Directly east. You can. What's your path of perception?
16.
Directly east. From the room he's walking into.
I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
On the room.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna operate under the assumption that that was one of the people that I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a 120-foot range.
Okay.
And it is a 20-foot radius of fog. So I'm gonna cast it inside of that room, and I know that I can't see into the room, but I am going to, starting at the door, cast, and I'm gonna make it fill up as much as that room as I can within a 20-foot radius.
Okay. So
It's a cloud of fog.
It's a cloud of fog. And you guys are, again, suddenly aggressive. You're reminded that you were in the library. And as fog begins to randomly generate, he kind of sees it start, and he looks around, and he spots you, and he kind of just gives you a look of, what? And he goes in, and that is about all you see.
And that lasts up to an hour.
All right. And as fog begins to fill the room, more and more people look over, wondering what the hell, why the hell, and how the hell. So our library staff member is now looking over, and he begins to approach. A few patrons also are now kind of gathering.
Oh,
see
and
what this fog
I
is.
accidentally cast that at a second level, so that's a 40-foot radius.
So more people now are beginning to look over. And you know, rich people.
It's just
are
in the
nosy.
room.
Right.
It is inside of that room, so only whoever's inside of that room can see it.
So we have, starting here at the point that you could see, a 40-foot radius, which is an 80-foot diameter spell. So, doing a little
Yeah,
bit
no.
of
But what I'm
geometry.
saying is, I have 100.
Yeah.
No. So it's starting here. It is in this
No,
room.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, if your center point is where you could see, which is right about here. This is what a second level fog cloud looks like in this building.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna knock that back down to low. I'm gonna fix that then, because I do not want that at 40 feet.
All right. So at 20 feet.
I'm gonna adjust that because that wasn't intended to be a second level spell in the first place. I
I
intended to
got you.
cast it.
I
as
was
first
giving you first level. Misclick, you said it correctly. I'm not going to discredit you for a misclick. But again, now all the people here are looking and wondering why there's this fog kind of appearing. There's no sort of like extra elements or anything in the fog. But
level.
as
It's literally
you know,
just fog.
yeah, as people begin to speak and mutter and wonder what that is, more and more people get nosy as you've drawn a lot more attention than you may have intended to. This has been a fantastic idea to do on the other side of the library. This may have gotten you all in successfully. But now...
See, I was mainly just trying to distract him so he couldn't see the door.
We can't.
He's
But with
he's
that-
distracted now.
Yeah, he's very much distracted. The rest of the patrons are too. So,
I at least got his attention off of the door.
fair.
So, task failed successfully?
Kinda. He did already kind of
So-
turn around and start to leave before he looked at the door when he saw the book case had been broken open. So he was already on high alert. But
Funny thing is, Nightbot's
see how it
been
plays
on a
out.
roll tonight.
so, with that,
And as soon as I finish doing that, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy and make it sound like there's thunder coming from inside the cloud.
Okay.
Loud thunder. Hoping to make him shit his pants.
with that, we're gonna bounce back to our birds outside, or at least bird singular. Deadeye. I keep wanting to call you Mimic. Malik and Trick, what are you guys up to?
I'm gonna look around once more, see
I-
what.
I want this,
Microphone.
but I'm asking this mainly above table. If this is all happening here, would whatever's going on here or other people, denizens around here, would have noticed this?
So, can
That's
you do
fine.
those pings for me one more time?
I'm asking, like, with the other denizens, like, up. Can I find the pen? Let me see. Can I find the pen? Here we go. Point. Like, other denizens around, like, this area, would they have noticed the fog cloud?
Next round, they're going to start moving towards it. They don't notice it, however, they do notice the sound of the commotion of people. One, the storm now, and two, the people kind of talking about what the fuck is that cloud. So they're going to start pouring out of these rooms and coming to see what all the commotion is. But as of right now, things have just started.
Okay. So, right now, I'm gonna just wait till hold my action for the moment. I'm gonna go
Okay.
see what Deadeye does.
Malik.
I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna look around, see if there's anybody that's came outside.
There have been a few people who have gone in and out of the library at this point, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Is anybody standing outside, just watching?
Nope.
And what is the time currently?
3:15. 3:30.
Like night or?
PM. It's only been about 15 minutes, half an hour. You guys haven't been here terribly long.
Mm.
Hindsight, we probably should have made a plan for once we were inside the library.
Or wait till night. Hey,
I'm
if you're blinking at me, I was one of them who was saying waiting till night.
I'm gonna
The blink is slowly facing the camera.
I'm gonna stay where I am, kind of stay concealed. At least until nightfall.
So, with that, the fog becomes. Ooh, that's not what I want. An attraction for most of the people who's beginning to pour out and stop what they're doing, begin to examine it. Some of the people who are inside are trying to leave the fog if they aren't sure what it is. And you hear murmuring of things like "call the guards" and "what is that?" and "oh my word." Just a bunch of rich people exclamations. And as more and more of these people begin to come over, is that thunder? You guys have the attention of most of the library. And it is at that moment, emerging from
I
the
think it would
fog,
have been a better choice if they would have
It's
sat
Yankee.
there and
at the edge,
casted it
Deidre, you
more
can see
towards
him,
the foyer.
and he is not wearing the clothes he was when he went back. They appear to be a smidge 16 on the path of perception.
Mm-hmm.
That range you wouldn't notice. So he comes out wearing much nicer clothes than he went in with. And he is saying, "Calm down," and the accent feels fake. "Calm down, we have the situation under control. You do not have to panic. Please go back and enjoy your books. And we'll be right with you, Rich. We'll be right with you all. Fret not, this is just a practice spell gone wrong. We're going to get our best mages on it, get this dispelled properly. Thank you all for coming, but please, if you go back to enjoying your regularly scheduled booking, I'd appreciate it." And he kind of throws on a fake smile, and a few people don't seem too convinced, but he is going to roll persuasion and not do too bad. What's your modifier?
Mine?
No. I'm checking his as he's trying to clean up here a little bit. A persuasion
Nightbot actually
to
makes
that,
it to
so
where they can't
16.
post it. It automatically
Alright, so a
stops
few
it
people
and
seem to nod and they seem
deletes
to be
it.
approving, but a few of the staff members
You can see what
especially
they've
are hanging
put,
around here,
but
not totally convinced.
not
But a few of them do kind of go
nobody
back
else
to what
can.
they were doing, going back to their
Vesper.
bookshelves, and he seemed to die down the situation a little bit. Now the ones who haven't left are the people obviously who work here, and they are just as confused about whether or not he works here. And he's kind of just like, yeah, I work at the desk. I'm still kind of new, but learning the ropes pretty quickly. As he walks around and goes, "Do you guys need anything, water, anything like that I can grab for you?" Or... he kind of faking it till he makes it. And he walks over to a desk. He sees Deidre, and he's like, "The hell was that?" Kind of in a whisper.
It was a distraction. Keep him distracted.
I had it. And he's kind of wearing the suit. And as he gets closer to you, you can tell the clothes are a little small on him. He's a little lanky, a little short in the sleeves, but otherwise it fits him okay. The guy's unconscious. I hope nobody finds him. I stuffed him in that weird wardrobe looking thing with all the books in it. He's gonna have a hell of a neck ache when he wakes up. And he's kind of just looking around the desk, seeing if there's anything like a key or anything inside he can use to get anywhere else.
I'm going to use the distraction. I'm going to use the fact that some people are still fairly distracted, and I'm going to try to sneak over to the vault.
Which one?
The one closest to me.
Okay. What is your plan of attack here?
I'm going to cast the knock spell.
Okay. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Oh. If you call it correctly, knock just allows you to be like, "Fuck you, lock." Is that correct?
Mhm.
Alright. Did you read the knock spell?
Yep.
Are you aware of what's about to happen when you cast knock?
I am, but I've got a plan.
Just want to make sure.
And immediately after I cast knock, I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make another even louder clap of thunder come from the fog cloud.
Okay. So it is at this point. We are confused and concerned. We are doing a lot of spellage here. All right. Are any of these things concentration? I certainly don't think so.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Knock is the touch spell. Thaumaturgy is just a basic cantrip.
Yeah. No, or really fog, and then I don't think thaumaturgy for this thing. I think it's just an action.
Fog is a concentration spell, but it's not affected by any of the other two spells that I've cast.
Right. Oh, sure. All right. So, with that, people hear a loud knock and then another clap of thunder, and they kind of look back and forth. But they do see you kind of up on the vault door. Now, you haven't opened it yet. But you do feel prying eyes on you, as you do have a high enough insight to feel when someone's staring a hole through your soul. You're being watched. All right, now while she begins to meditate on what may be in this vault, is it worth robbing and what the hell's going on? Mister, I remember why I came to a library. Chase, you there? Asher Brightfoot? Alright, he is already sick of our shit. So we're gonna go to Bayaki.
Great. All right, I'm still reading the stupid book here, skimming it. So have I found anything in there or what?
Oh, investigation of 18. Alright. You are reading a book by a dwarf. At least on the book, signed himself. Signed the book Mancino.
To the
No last
stream.
name, no first name,
Hope
kind
you
of
have
like
a good one
Madonna.
here.
And he sounds like he was a great architect at one point. The first few chapters appear to be on math, different principles on building, repeating the same shape vertically, different integrations. The next seems to be on woods and metals, which ones used together, what's used for good soundproofing, things of that nature. There are things on building like smaller rooms, like adjacent to one another. If you're going to build a basement after you've already laid a foundation, how to go about doing that. A bunch of things that sound great if you were actually trying to make a building. You don't necessarily see anything on this specific one, however, doubling back to different floors, you are seeing that he does seem to have a pattern he likes to follow. You feel like you might be able to navigate if you had the book with you. It just takes you a while, thus making the upper tiles difficult terrain. Essentially, you'd only be able to move about half your movement speed while you were up there to navigate the upper tiles. But you feel like you may be able to, especially being able to grasp north, south, east, and west, may be able to accurately drop into a different room.
All right, let's go ahead and start that then. Yeah.
All right. As you
Climb up.
begin climbing the bookshelf, what's your dex modifier? Or your dex score?
Dex is 19.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll acrobatics. You got it. So you managed to climb up and get into the upper tiles. You do have to roll stealth though. See if these guys are paying attention. Roll with advantage, as there's a lot of other bullshit going on, but you are in the same room as them.
All right, stealth. All right, clicking over here. Wait, no, I gotta click that. Advantage, roll. All right, 26.
All right, 26. You get up there, they don't notice a damn thing.
Right.
As a matter of fact, once you're gone, they kind of are like, huh, where'd that guy go?
For
They
the
assume
follow?
you got caught up in all the nonsense.
Hey, Joe, where is she?
Where's the artifact?
Where's the
All
artifact? Where's...
As you are kind of moving around, you notice that first, you noticed when you came in, the place was pristine. But the fact that the space above the floor, like the ceiling tiles, is still somehow not really dusty, is almost confusing to you. How in the fuck? Did someone come up here and vacuum? There's no vacuums. Why?
It's a 100.
There are obviously support beams
100
to keep
follow
things steady,
or
so you do have to kind of
one-shot
crawl
special.
through some weird spaces. But you are more than nimble enough to navigate your way through the ceiling pretty freely. You can also still kind of hear what's beneath you,
And it's going good so far.
and it is still sturdy enough to hold your weight. You don't feel like you're about to fall at any point. All right. So, what direction are you going? Do you have a
I'm
motive
gonna head
plan?
towards the artifact examination room.
All right. Is that Chase snoring?
I think so.
Did
That's what I was about to
you
say.
really fall asleep?
All right, I got it, Deadeye. I'll be right back. As we
Somebody,
go to
somebody server mute him for a
move
minute.
to. Oh.
A good thing ad breaks. This,
He is on his PlayStation. I
decide
forgot I can't just move him. I'm gonna call him. That is hilarious.
Heads up, Chase. You're not on your camera anymore.
And Chase is gonzo. He fell unconscious. Alright, he not appear to be answering his phone because he is unconscious. This is the funniest shit ever. Alright. So you are down to party member, which means I am now NPCing twice. What do you have? Some bullshit southern accent? Alright, let's go. So, as you make your way over to the right, it does take you a little longer because, again, you are trying to navigate and guesstimate what room you are coming in. The last thing you want to do is drop between two walls. So, you are being a little careful, elegant, referencing the book every now and again, but
you want to go ahead and put
between being
yourself
able to know what
back
direction you're moving and the book he gave you, you are pretty sure you can drop pretty accurately into the artifact room.
But you gonna
So,
put your
that-
cam back on?
We're going to double back to our people outside. Are you guys still waiting on nightfall, or do you have a new plan? Are you guys getting bored?
But you
out there?
gonna put your camera back on?
Ah, yes. Boom. Boom.
I got about 20 more minutes.
We are going to at least get you all into the cave and hopefully out of the cave in 20 minutes, but at least into.
Zooming.
So, I guess we,
Deadeye. Microphone.
I
Discord.
keep forgetting that I gotta be clicked on Discord for it to work.
Yep.
All right, so would we hear the loud echo of the boom?
Yes, you would hear the thunder clapping as well as that 300-foot knock spell go off.
All right, so as soon as I first hear the thunderclap, I am going to toss the grapple up.
Okay.
And would you like
and
a roll?
me acrobatics. So if you missed the grapple, you'd keep throwing it till you succeeded. So roll me acrobatics, see how well you climb this, and if you fall.
Oh God.
All right, and Arya, roll me acrobatics as well.
I
You're
was
doing your
gonna
climbing
say
with
if
him, or are you going to go somewhere else?
I'm gonna climb with him, but I was gonna say if I was gonna wait till he's safely up there. So if he's falling, can I try to catch him?
Sure. Roll a strength check for me. This regular old brute strength.
You know what? Why not? I'm just gonna believe in the heart of the dice. And roll a 6.
Wow. All right. How the mighty have fallen on these rolls. We went from 2 nat 20s to whatever the hell he's doing right now. As Deadeye, you begin to climb the rope. You make it about 10 feet. Nothing crazy. You rolled an 8. See, I don't make it 8 feet. I'll make it easy. And as soon as you get kind of up there, you fall. You slip and you fall, and suddenly you realizing how easy this was going to be with a scale, you feel like you're eating those words right now. But there is a saving grace. There's a high elf beneath that's going to try to catch you. As you're falling, you hear her kind of go, I got it. And then you got her. As you land on top of her.
Him.
Him, rather. Yeah. Deadeye gives me the finger.
Oh my god. Ow. Get off me.
Are you trying to cast a spell? What is this?
What?
Okay, I thought I had something for that, but I guess I don't.
You do not. All right. So as you fall, you land on top of them, and you both take 3 bludgeoning damage. 1 from the fall, 1 from being landed on.
Well, could he get technically 2 because I am like a cushy thing to him?
All right, so
That's fair.
what I'm
You
gonna
still feel 8 feet.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and as soon as I contact her body, I'm gonna go ahead and cast resistance on her, and resistance to bludgeoning is what it's gonna be.
I'm gonna need a dex check because by the time you land on her, you are just about on the ground. You're falling. This is gonna require an impressive amount of nimbleness to cast the spell in time before you actually land on her and deal the damage.
And you said what?
I'm gonna make it a dex check. I'm leaning between dex. What's your spell modifier?
I got an 11 on that.
All right. Yeah.
My spell modifiers is going to be sitting on wisdom.
Wisdom doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So on an 11, you tried to cast resistance in time, but by the time you actually kind of like are there and are conscious enough to do so, you are already like just on him. Rather, pause. You both get up, dust yourselves off, and pretend that didn't just happen. And you can feel free to make another attempt. But after the embarrassment you just had, the choice is yours.
I'm gonna do it again.
All right, roll me acrobatics again.
This time I'm
That
gonna
is a
hold the
19.
rope at the bottom to give him a help action and advantage.
All
It's like,
right,
this time don't be a better bird, please.
with that, he on a 19 climbs with elegance and grace. He moves pretty fast too.
I'm a Kenku. What do you think I am?
But you're actually a
don't
Kenku?
fly.
With that, Deidre, what are you up to? Now that you've drawn the attention once again of a few prying eyes. And roll me acrobatics. Rain. Arya.
18. I was like, okay, you're up there, and I just like 100% just like with like tight rope walking precision, just like climb it up like is next like it was nothing, like I was born for this.
Yes, you in another life you may have been Peter Porker. You climb it with elegance and grace. I'm glad somebody got that. You make it to the top of the rope. You are both successfully on the roof. If you will both be so kind as to roll me stealth as you just scale the building at 3:30 p.m. I would say roll with
fucking-
disadvantage because it's daytime with all the sounds going on. Advantage, disadvantage, balance out. I want a flat stealth roll. All right.
Okay.
So you rolled garbage both times. 7 was your first roll, so I'm not going to count that as a nat 1. And then a 6. All right. You have a plus 10
So
to
that-
stealth, girl? Oh, you be out here sneaking.
Yes, that would have been just a 17.
All right. So, you make it up, no problem. They're actually so kind of focused on Deadeye and wondering why that Kinku's up there that at first they all kind of looking and like, what's that bird doing up there? And then they remember they're rich and they don't care why you're on top of the roof. That's poor people problems. They for a moment are wondering if you're going to jump, but once you've kind of been up there for a minute, they just assume you're eccentric. And with that, what do you do while you're up there? You guys have a plan? Alright. While he does that, we're going to go back to Miss Nasha, Miss Deidre.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop the fog cloud.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it again.
What
At
you doing?
3rd level, 60 feet of fog originating here.
What is happening, bro? Okay. New fog cloud. $60 feet. Nobody
And I'm
sees
gonna sneak into the vault.
Okay.
Distraction.
Heavily obscured. Okay. So. No one's really close enough to clearly see what's going on. They're all looking around, they're confused. And as you open the vault door, you realize, oh, you already cast knock on it, cool. So, crack open the vault, you get inside, and you see there is a chest, as well as a framed portrait of 2 high elves standing on the back wall.
Can I see into the vault?
Yeah, I was saying, you've already made it inside. There's a chest, and then there's that portrait
Yeah,
of the 2
fog
high
of war,
elves.
buddy.
You can, because it's heavily obscured. It's not complete darkness. So when it's right in front of you, you can still discern what's going on. Oh, you mean fog? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Fog of war, not fucking shadow fog. I got you.
Yeah, not fog cloud. You got fog of war up there. I can't see nothing inside there.
That'll be alright. Kidding, I got you.
Alright, you said there was a chest and a portrait?
Yep. It's a frame portrait. It is about 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide.
I'm gonna cast Identify on the portrait.
It's a portrait.
'Kay.
There's nothing magical about it.
I'm gonna cast Identify. I'm gonna cast Identify on the chest to see if it is if it's magical in any way, shape, or form.
Alright. The chest itself is not magical in nature either.
Is the lock magical? Is what I was trying to get at.
You have some sort of magical reinforcement. You note that it seems like it'd be harder to break physically than most locks. Otherwise, no.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. You got a lot of faith in your spell slots here. Do remember, there is shit to fight. Unless you plan on throwing them lefts and rights as a wizard.
All right, and then I am going to try to. Let me see. I do have my robe on. For some reason, I think I had a. Um.
All right, so looks like this is going to have to be a two-shot.
It's going to be a 2-shot. Absolutely.
As we are 5 minutes till 12.
Yep.
We will continue this next Saturday.
All right.
Hold up.
I won't be
Grab
here
the
next
wall.
Saturday.
All right, so we will we'll continue this one on the 28th. So 2 Saturdays from now. Next Saturday, what we're going to do is we are going to have a get together on stream for a little bit, where if certain viewers want to come and say hi and talk to the group, they can come talk to the group live on
Trivia
stream if they want.
night.
I'll see if I can pop in a little bit, but it probably won't be until probably about 10, 11 my time.
And with that being said, good night, guys.
Trivia night.
You guys have fun. And we'll see you on the other side. As we all wish you Merry Christmas coming up
Merry Christmas.
soon.
And happy holidays for those of you who don't celebrate Christmas.
That is right.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Holidays takes care of all that. All right, so
Yo.
you guys all have a good one, and we'll see you 2 Saturdays from now with the part 2 of Clutch. What is the name of this one?
Knowledge is power.
Have
We're
a good
spending
one.
enough time in the library. We should be really smart.
Yes. We'll see you next Saturday too, though. Pull up. Just not for this. Something
All I
else.
can say is keep it chaotic.
I knew it. This fucking guy.
Night, guys.
It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. It's someone say they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside.
Yeah,
Taking all the
we are currently done, but we will, as soon as this is done, and it goes into another thing, I'm gonna shut the stream down, and this, and then we will be, well, I will be back with a after stream for Phasmophobia. So hang around for a little bit longer, and you'll be able to come visit and hang out while I sit there and play Phasmophobia. And if any of the other cast members want to come watch it. Also, if you are a follower and you have, yes, Phasmophobia is still a game. If you guys want to come out and join, I will be hosting multiplayer, so come out and either A, come play a game with me, or B, enjoy watching me die quite a bit on it. But as I said, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time on Chaotic Crusaders. If you want to learn more about D&D, we actually have a Discord completely devoted to it, 150 strong, where we have several DMs that will actually pull you into a game and DM you a game and teach you the ropes. So the Discord's down in the bottom. Join it and have some fun. See you guys later. Good night.